deciding which team they're going to be, and they call out blue. Oh, who gets blue? I do believe Seendio gets blue for this first round, so we are going live very shortly. Do you want to take the first round? First mid?
I think I will, and I'm definitely gonna watch Smile on this mid. He seems like he's definitely an insanely good player, and I'm interested to see how he plays on this mid. Gonna be doing the pocket rollout here, so I was correct in my suspicions that he's playing pocket.
Alright, well, I'm going to keep an eye on Blackie Monster to see if Smile will make good use of his life and take Blackie Monster's own life. So take it away.
Blue is very quick to mid. He was there before the demo was even there. And then we see bottom damage already going in. He's going to go down to Asian Rice Guy. And that's the roamer down. They're not going to be able to have anyone to just really push Seendio out of this mid. And yeah, Seendio's starting to really take ground. Although Red takes a lot of damage from an enemy scout. Whoa, this cleanup though. Kraken, Fearless going huge. Yeah, Fearless gets the 3K. But it looks like Seendio is going to back out here. We do have James Shaka going in on the combo. But it looks
they
like
are trying to escape out the shutter area. And
it looks like
here's James Shaka.
Yeah, his pressure he pushed the combo so far back that Seendio's going to be able to pick up this mid. But that was a very close mid. Kraken and Fearless really made it close towards the end. I think Fearless got like a 3K.
Fearless got 3 kills in a row with his nice little delayed rocket kill. Everyone was focused all in the Tetris area, pushing right into the combo. Blackies are in the demo. We're backing out. That was blue, backing out with Blackie Monster. And now we're going to see a push through the choke point actually right now. So we do see the soldier is seeing the above cafe, James Shaka, only at 80 HP, is going to not be able to clean that up. And blue takes out James Shaka in the end before he takes out Fearless. And that's going to be a quick cap, but 80% on Valkyrie's side means this push is going to come in through choke. Maybe cafe. We do see bottom damage is holding the cafe area, trying to delay as much as he can while they await the push, the inevitable push.
Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna wait for James Shaka to get up and go. You know, that push out of mid was was really clean for Animus, but they didn't get the mid pick on Valkyrie, so they're just gonna be able to rotate straight back in. And we're seeing the push come in through choke right now. These stickies are just separating the combo though, and we're gonna get the bomb coming out, and bottom damage is gonna get the force out, and Valkyrie's gonna be really hurt too. The stickies really separated the combo. The pocket and the Ned were just segmented, and he could have easily gotten dropped there. But Valkyrie was able to encroach the gap, and they're gonna be able to pick the mid right back up. But Animus has another 70% advantage, so we should just see another push right back into mid. Nobody really died.
Hyam is now holding the cafe pretty much by himself. He threw a couple stickies and backed off now. And we do see the scouts are going to be holding in the flank area. This is Valley. And actually, Antoine's looking to be a little cheeky here. He's holding a little close. So we do see the scout, Krako's going to peek up, and Antoine's going to take that fight right away. They get the pick as Fearless also goes down from Hyam Red, watching the flank at Cafe, and they're going to jump onto the point. Now Red's going to have to back up and fight this point, as actually Asian Rice Guy sweeps into bottom damage and takes him out. And now Blackie Monster is on the point with Blue and the other scout. They're going to be taking all the spam in the shutter, and they're going to have to get out, while Blue just walks onto the point for free. Excellent play from Antoine there to initiate. They are going to force, however, through the shutter and try and contest the point. They don't get the force, but now Blue gets the force finally. Going to rotate to the Escher. It's going to get juggled into the air. Staying alive pretty well. Hopefully he can make something happen. And he does actually grab Antoine just before starting the recap. And now the Red Soldier's coming up too. We do see the medic alone. Valkyrie and Escher. And the scout, Asian Rice Guy, is now heading into last, and he sees Blue, grabs the pick, and now Asian Rice Guy is going to go straight to the point. Connects 2 rockets against bottom damage. Going to juke around him real quick. Bottom damage going to take that frag and save the round.
Oh, that was really close. That was just a very good play from Tudor's flank at the end there. They just pushed so far in. They got the combo so far back that Seendio didn't even have to pop the Uber to get into second. But it looks like it just didn't quite work out. They're going to be able to recap second here with the loss of Fearless and Kent. Both just soldiers on this map. Crazy. Animus is going to go down really late too, so that's 3 down for Animus. They're going to be able to get their spawn, but it looks like Seendio is just going to be content to wait out this Uber, wait out until they get this Uber, maybe pull out a sniper, or maybe even a spy on this map. Looks like Antoine is peeking into the right, baiting this jump out, and he's actually a bit too far in. He might have gone down there. That was a bit really aggro of a play, but he's going to go down on the soldier, and he should get this frag, and that's Kent down. And we should see a sack coming out of Valkyrie soon. They may actually just choose to opt
more than that.
To take
they
this
actually
Uber.
have the advantage here. It's about 10%. Oh, but unfortunately, Antoine peeks in first a little early. Cracker snips that right out of the way, and that's gonna halt the push outright. They had a 10%. That was definitely not enough to push, but maybe if they had some kind of miracle jump, and actually Kraka peeks forward, grabs Asian Rice Guy as well. So that's 2 picks as the sniper, and he's going to go for a third here, trying to catch the demo, who's unfortunately smart enough to just sticky it off and get out of there.
Yeah,
so
Kraka
he's going to be, that's going to be Red watching the shutter doors. We do see the combo pushing from Escher. Or no, that's just bomb damage.
So much room to snipe right now. He was all the way up in lobby. Unfortunately, he had that shutter just really just keeping him away from getting any mid picks, but he was the sole reason they didn't push in right now. He got 2 of those nice flank picks, and I'm surprised Asian Rice Guy or Antoine, none of them came up on sniper. I would have expected to see a counter sniper, especially on this map.
They know better than to toss the coin and go to a sniper duel. I mean, it's possible, but we're going to see actually a regular Uber push, I think. Really buff soldier coming in right now. That is James Shock, going to go down pretty quickly. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get any kind of jump there. Was denied very easily. And bottom damage is now going to peak up. Not really buffed, so he's going to go down right away. That was actually not a good decision. I know that even though they got the sack, going in with 140 HP is not enough, especially when you push around this choke point on the left side.
Oh, and we have the spy from James Shaka. Oh, it looks like, yeah, he's going to think better of it. Oh, no. Is he going to do it? He's just sitting in spawn, and we are going to see this coming out. I got to watch the spy cam. I will keep us posted on spy updates.
Yeah, they are 100% aware of the spy, and they are just on the hunt right now. They know he's in there. I'm actually trying to find him myself.
He's coming in from lower right now. And yep, he's going to come in from lower, but I don't think he knows that Kraka is on Pyro. And that's going to be a pain in the booty for him. And yeah, he's going to get caught out. He's going for the med and spawn, and actually he was getting healed by Blackie Monster there. But it's not going to be enough to save him from the Pyro, and are we going to just see the Roamer come for a bomb again?
Blackie Monster actually was hoping to save it as Asian Rice Guy peeks the shutter just a little too much, and Kraka takes him out. Bottom damage is going to go in right away to get the frag, but Red has his sticky traps watching the Escher area, so unfortunately, bottom damage not finding the opportunity he needs, and now Kraka's got a lot of room on this shutter door, and I trust they know better than to open the shutter this time.
Yeah, James Shaka and Asian Rice Guy electing to come up on their preferred classes, so I think they're just going to send in James Shaka for another bomb. I mean, there's not a lot they can do besides just straight out Ubering. Maybe they can they could really just try and pick the sniper, but he's holding on the right side of points, so it'd be a bit. Because
unfortunately,
I've seen a push where if the sniper's on the right, you could just jump in your soldier and then you Uber him, and then you just get a free pick on the sniper and then clean up from there. And that actually worked a couple times.
Problem is, there is a thing called the heavy weapons guy.
Oh yeah.
And his weapon is actually on the right side as Kraka goes down from that Uber force, just like you said, grabbing that sniper pick really early. They're going to back off now, going towards the shutter door, the garage doors, and actually Bunny Monster comes out of his hiding spot. He's going to take a lot of damage on Smile, but Smile gets away with his life, and now Asian Rice Guy is up to defend any chasers. No one chases, and Red actually grabs Blue, and it's going to pick up onto Fearless as they go onto the point. Bunny Monster goes down finally, and it's everyone on the point. No one able to contest this, and that's going to be the first round going to Seendio.
The key to that was Blue dying so late. I don't know what killed him, but that was a huge pick from whoever did that. Shoutouts to them because they won that team the round.
That was Red. Red grabbed Blue. I'm not sure how either. It might have been a sticky trap. It might have been some kind of cheeky 1v1. And as we're going to this mid-fight, we're going to see if Blue can actually make something better. He is a lot faster, like you said. He's able to get a little bit of sticky damage onto the choke point, calling out the scouts and the soldier onto the shack. He's actually really aggressive. Takes a nice arrow so he can get the aggression going. And everyone's just rotated to the right side of the Tetris. Valkyrie goes down, unfortunately, for Kraka. And Kraka is still alive, taking on a fight with Asian Rice Guy. Is able to back up, actually. No, Asian Rice Guy goes right back in and takes him out as well. Antoine also goes in on a Blackie Monster and grabs that. And now it's just Asian Rice Guy up. And he's having a 1v1 at choke. Bunny Monster gets the better of it and is going to take the cap as Fearless is going to meet up with him on the midpoint.
Valkyrie died just as Seendio was running down on their HP. They were so lit, and Bunny Monster was just able to come in and clean up on all that damage. And he got a 4K on that mid, but that was just awful, the damage his teammates did. So that pick for the med was at the perfect timing to really just capitalize on all this damage.
Oh, absolutely. When you don't have the medic to heal right away, as I've noticed at the last mid, I believe Blackie Monster wasn't really in a position to heal. He was always just sitting next to the choke, healing his demo only. And if you're not giving the heals out to your team, they're not going to win the fight. And as you can see, that 14 HP from Bunny Monster at the very end, he was able to survive, unfortunately.
Looks like Seendio may be wanting to take this Uber in Valley. They are going to have a slight advantage, but they don't even have it yet. I don't think Valkyrie told that to his team because his soldier is just going straight in. And he's going to be able to get it, though, and they're going to have to pop it right now in Cafe. Fearless goes down on the flank, but it looks like it's just going to be an Uber exchange. They need to pick out the combo, though, because Blackie Monster's just going to get his and come straight back in. Blue goes down, though, and that's going to be a huge pick from James Shaka. They're going to be able to pick up this mid. If Ken doesn't stop it, and he's going to get the 2K, and he's gonna call back the combo. And well, wow, that was a perfect play from him. He's just
Yeah.
I don't exactly know what he's doing right now. He's just kind of standing still, and he's gonna go on the combo, but nice play by Kent to stop that point from going cap for a little longer, allowing his team to get some forwards.
Ken was
the Uber.
Ken was in the face of the Uber, and he jumped away, went to alley, grabbed the pack, and came right back in. Picked up Antoine and the other scout, I believe he got the other scout. And so with both those scouts down, he was able to beat the pressure. Valkyrie's at a 20% disadvantage. And we're going to see Fearless jumping. He doesn't have his medic with him. He's already at 70, 80 HP. Really low on health, and if Asian Rice Guy could just pepper him a little bit more, he could take him out right away as Monster grabs Antoine. So unfortunately, they do have the numbers, and Seendio is looking like they're going to have to decide, are we going to fight or are we going to get back out? Kraka's going to get caught out underneath. And actually, Bunny Monster goes down from Asian Rice Guy. They're going to be pushing the choke, and actually they have several people going through the flank. As Blue is a little overextended, going to finally back out, and Soldier is going to meet up, force the Uber, that Smile, on the back end. And Shaka is also going to get out, James Shaka. They're going to pick up Asian Rice Guy and Smile, and it's going to be pushed through choke, trying to maybe make something happen with that forced Uber, try and take the midpoint at least.
Animus did not want to commit to that mid at all. Their combo was just sitting in choke forever, so indecisive about pushing in, and they just ate a bunch of spam, and eventually they decided to back out. And they just got forced anyway, so it didn't really matter. I think if they just would have taken that Uber in the mid, they would have been able to get this mid a lot quicker and a lot cleaner. But as it says, they're going to be able to pick it up now. But we have Asian Rice Guy just sitting in there. He's going to try and pick off as many people as he can. He is going to retreat into sewers, though, without the, rather Cafe, without the help of the scout power partner Antoine. He's going into choke. And it looks like Animus is trying to push in through this choke, but Krak is going to go down in this push. And Fearless is too, along with Kent, and they're just collapsing in on this damage. And wow. That was a nice collapse into choke. Blocky Monster is going to have his Uber advantage, though, but it's a question if he really wants to pop it. And it looks like he is going to get pushed out Valley. And it looks like they are going to save this Uber for defending second. They really didn't have the numbers to try and stop mid. So they're just going to give up this cap. They got all their forwards.
Blocky Monster is actually calling for his team to go through Cafe. The Uber is actually going to meet up. They do get the force. Fearless now leading the charge. Finally gets the force on Valkyrie. Much better Uber on Seendio's side, but Animus Victoria is not going to make any mistakes here. As they do see Asian Rice Guy or Bunny Monster rushes in, gets taken out. Fearless is going to pick up Valkyrie at the end of the Uber, but that's 3 down now for Animus Victoria. Blocky Monster is getting out of the Cafe as Blue is on 60 HP. Krak is able to save his buddy, but now Blocky Monster's doing his best jukes, gonna go down, and now Blue's gonna try and make something happen. He has the nice pipe just before getting taken out by Smile, and now it's just Krak on second, as he's gonna back up to the shutter, get out.
And Senior's gonna have a nice little Uber advantage here. It depends on when Valkyrie starts healing, but they could have like to 15 maybe.
Yeah, they're up in the Cafe now.
Looks like Animus wants to hold the second. They're like staying in the like danger zone between lobby and second, but it looks like they're just gonna have to back out. They don't have the height advantage, and it's so hard to push back onto second when you have all of Blue on top of the point, because it's just so easy to spam out that lobby door. And it looks like, yeah, Animus is going to back off. They got the heavy up. They're going full turtle, pulling out the sniper on Kraka. They know they're at a disadvantage. They know they need some crazy play out of Kraka to get this game back into high gear.
Kraka doing excellent sniping already. We've seen him. And he's actually playing really passive, watching the right side. There is a scout, Antoine, trying to peek that, but he knows better than that. And it's just kind of playing the lobby game. They're watching their point. They're building that Uber. It's looking like a 15, maybe 20 advantage. If they push really quickly, and I'm looking at the rate they're building, they might actually go for it. Valkyrie can Uber Smile in right away, followed up with Antoine, and maybe grab a pick here with this Uber. It's 10%, and they are going to use right away. Antoine going right in quickly. Fearless is going to try and stuff this heavy, or soldier, but heavy Bounty Monster with full Uber. Now going onto the point, shooting anything he can. Actually, Red just kind of forced, not really doing anything. I mean, they forced, and they weren't able to do anything with it. They just kind of stood in place. As they do see Dungeon is getting a lot of pressure, but the Scout Asian Rice guy is going to know better and rotate to Escher. Actually, Antoine is getting on the crates right near the ammo pack on the right side of the point.
Oh, I see this. This could be a sneaky play if Animus decides to push out. I don't think they're going to be able to, though. I think that Soldier was just trying to bait him to try and get someone over there so Antoine could pick him up. Nobody knows he's there yet, and they really want him to get this play because, like, seriously, who hides there? And they're going to send the Soldier in, but he's going to get pretty denied by that heavy.
Antoine's in. He gets the demo Blue. He's going to hide on the point. He's got a little bit of health still left with him. He's going to go for the heavy, and isn't going to make it, but he got Blue there. And now the Uber is ready for both teams. We don't see the force yet, but with Blue down, you need to push.
That was a nice distraction there from James Shaka. He just gave him enough time. He focused that heavy on him just long enough for Antoine to get in and get the pick on blue.
Exactly.
But it's
that was
not going to be enough for them to come up. And we do see Antoine on sniper. He's going all out right now. He wants to get that Uber drop. You can feel it. You can feel it in his bones.
Feel it in his bones. Kraka is now watching the right side, which is the best possible place to snipe from, in my opinion. Pretty much the only place to snipe from if you're a sniper on the offensive, pushing it last. You can only push from the garage area, looking onto the right side, and Kraka is wisely watching it. Or no, he rotated actually. Now he's going to rotate back to the garage area, try and get some snipes on it, and as Antoine is fully buffed and fully charged, he's going to take a little bit of spam, but he's not afraid. He's going to try and get the shot into Bunny Monster, doesn't connect, and is going to rotate back now.
He's not going to be able to get that sight line again. They know he's on sniper. Oh, he does get that flick headshot on the sniper, but Kraka's going to be able to take him down to 7 as well. And we just got this back and forth play. Seendio is just in control right now, though. They're technically up around, so they could just turtle this out the rest of the half. I don't think they want to, though.
Exactly. Antoine's going to go for a quick headshot here. He's going to peek really aggressively, take the first shot. He isn't afraid, going for a second shot. He's able to connect one headshot. Going to go for a second. He's still shot up. He does get bottom damage, and there's stickies there. Why wasn't he deading? Antoine finally goes down to Blue's sticky trap. And a soldier is in right now. That is Smile, taking a lot of damage. Almost able to get out, and Blue picks up a second one. So very good job on Blue. He was a little delayed on pushing, or detonating, and Fearless is going to lead his medic through lower, as they're going to get forced in Escher if they're not careful. James Saka does get the force, and now the Uber is forced, unfortunately. They're going to have to jump from lower and make anything happen, but Blue's nowhere to be found. They're all the way at Cafe with full Uber, and they are able to pick up Crack as he tries to peek forward.
That was a great force by Shaka. They were right in the middle of that space, and Blue was already way out on second. There was nothing they could have done with that Uber. By the time they got in, they would just be dead, and they would have been free picks. So looks like we're just going to see Seendio come right back into this lobby, and they should be able to push in. Did you see Kent hiding on this little ledge on the right side, just waiting for that cheeky play on someone who's going to come through not Ubered. But it looks like they're just going to Uber in from the left side. Smile's going to jump straight in on this heavy, just get a lot of damage back there. And it looks like Kent's going to go down, but Smile's going to go down as well. Bunny Monster's heavy, picking up 2 right now, 3 going down, James Shaka, and it's just Red and Valkyrie. And this is, yeah, that's really bad. Valkyrie's going to go down as well, it looks like, to Kraka, and that's going to be a wipe. And Valkyrie coming out with the bind.
This is a calamity.
Calamity, and Animus is going to be able to pick up that second, and they have full Uber, so they should be able to take this into mid. In fact, we see Antoine on the forward spawn sniper. He's ready to just surprise them. Hopefully they pop in a bit late so he can get a pick on him. He's looking through choke, but he doesn't know that Animus is coming in through Cafe. And they're going to be able to pick up James Shaka as well. They might not even have to pop here if they play this smart, because most of the Seendio is already out. And yeah, they're going to be able to pick up mid for free too.
Antoine does back spawn.
This is questionable. You have to at least fight that and get rid of their Uber advantage for mid. Even just
Antoine was trying to get the snipe, but was unfortunately unable to do so, so he had to back spawn. And now, with a 40 advantage, they're going to flood in through the Cafe, and they're going to force early. There was no sticky traps, so that was kind of a bad force. And Valkyrie's actually going to make it out through the shutter. Sorry, I can't words. Red is going to sticky it off, and they're not going to be able to push any further, but they are going to take the point. And now we do see Smile is actually peeking a little bit, smacks himself in the face, but Blue picks up James Shaka as he tried to go in.
Blackie at 9 health. That Uber was just failed. It looks like we do have a back out. He's gonna get stopped,
Antoine.
I think it is. Yeah,
Antoine beat bottom damage, and the force did come out. Smile's gonna jump in, or Fearless gonna jump in, take a nice air shot. Blue is actually, or Red is gonna collapse onto him, take it out, and Antoine's gonna finally meet up with his team on the second point and get that first kill. Maybe grab a second one right here against Bunny Monster. Bunny Monster really low. Antoine finally able to connect thanks to the damage from James Shaka, and he's gonna rush right into the midpoint, start the cap right away, with 2 respawn waves coming up any second now.
That force from Animus is questionable at best. They couldn't really do anything because Sunshine's second, especially from Cafe to lobby, is just so long that by the time you get there, even with the jumping soldier, it's just going to be 8 seconds up, your Uber's over, you're going to get collapsed then. I don't know what forced them. I don't know if they forced because of the sniper, or that was just very questionable plays. Looks like they are going to be able to hold on to mid here, though, at least, so kudos to them. They do have about a 5% advantage, nothing really too hard to work off of. In fact, Antoine's going to go down in the flank, and so is James Shaka. He's going to be able to trade for Kent, though. But it looks like Valkyrie is forced out to lobby, and these sticky traps are just separating the entire team from the combo. Smile's going to get trapped out and go down, too, and that's 3 up for Seendio. And looks like Animus is gonna be able to get this Uber. Are they just gonna? They're gonna get it on the fly. Animus going in with 92%. They're just gonna send everyone in. Valkyrie goes down to the bomb from Fearless, and the Uber's popped, and that's gonna be it. You got your first round on the board for Animus, and that was a crazy bomb from Fearless. Valkyrie was so close to his Uber, but he just got trapped in a little corner and spawn, and that's gonna be able to pick up the first round for Animus.
Very unfortunate there. Able to take that round. Animus Victoria tying up the scoreboard in this first best of 3 on CP Sunshine. I'm going to look at the blue cam again, hopefully, and see what he can do. He is, once again, hitting a nice 942. Going to try and get that first sticky, but does miss. It actually takes a meaty sticky right at the valley, and bottom damage is actually really quickly onto the cafe roof. But James Shaka is going to say, this is my land. Go right in onto the medic, get some nice damage onto the medic. Medic's going to go down from Antoine, and everyone's just collapsing from Seendio. But no, bottom damage is able to pick up 2, and is still alive. Both soldiers up for Seendio, or Animus Victoria. Bunny Monster did just go down in it. Fearless is going to pick up 1 more just before going down. And James Shaka, or bottom damage, finally taken down.
Kent was so close to picking up that kill on Red. He had about 37 health, but Asian Rice Guy was just able to come in and clean it up. And that's going to be a pretty close mid for Seendio right there. In fact, I think that was just a forward spawn. I saw a pyro there for a second, but it's just going to be a forward spawn. Ubers are going to be about even here, but Kent's not up for a couple more seconds. Seendio maybe wants to take this off of that. I don't know, Smile's pretty far in Valley. But
yeah,
we're just going to back off and wait for their Ubers to come in.
Asian Rice Guy calling out for his team, and as we do see, Fearless not going to have any more of that from Antoine. Asian Rice Guy is going to take a little bit of damage and back off, and Fearless is going to maintain his position, backing up to the lighthouse. As we do see James Shaka is actually going into position from Cafe, but now he gets spotted out by the demo.
Seendio's combo is like way away from everyone else. They're holding back like near the midpoint on their side of mid, and the rest of their team is like already encroaching into Valley. They just want to go, but the Ubers are going to be the same, and unless they just want to take this Uber head on and believe they have the better DM, they gotta wait and get some kind of bomb in. I think they're going to heal up James Shotgun and just send him in through choke. Looks like Smiles. He's got the shotgun out, and yeah, he's just going to protect James Shotgun while he goes for the bomb. Let's see what he can. Oh, okay. All right, James Shaka. Looks like they're gonna rotate to Cafe now. He's got his little escort crew ready to go for his bomb.
Actually, Antoine's going in. Yeah, Antoine's going in right away, and they're actually kind of just taking most of the high ground as far as the Cafe area works. Blacky Monster's sitting all the way on the battlements, and the scouts are actually calling for it. Bunny Monster's going really aggressive, trying to get onto the point. Fearless is going to take a lot of damage. The force is going to come out from both sides. However, Antron gets taken out by bottom damage as they're going to sit in the valley. Kraken's going to rotate, and actually a nice rocket from that soldier. I don't know who that soldier was. I wanted to say it was Smile. Smile goes down to bottom damage, and Red is actually going to go down from Fearless. Bottom damage finally going down, and that's going to be a double dom from Asian Rice and James Shaka. The aggression coming from Animus Victoria is going to be able to push out the Cafe, and they're going to start working their way in through choke.
This should be a mid picked up, although they only have 4 up, so Seendio might want to take this, but looks like they're just going to back out from choke. Animus has the height advantage, they're just going to give it to him. Ubers are about even. We might see something come out of Asian Rice Guy. Might. Sunshine Second isn't that great of a sniper, really a sniper map, unless you get really far into Cafe.
He's not sniping.
Yeah. Alright, we're just going to see the classic stalemate, the classic TF2 stalemate.
Wonderful.
Really classic. Getting the fake coming out.
What's great about this map is, well, this isn't what's great about it. It's pretty much exactly a process. The way it plays out is there are so many options to go in. However, with the makeup of this map, choke is rarely an option in terms of going in. And actually, as we do see, bottom damage is going to push forward, get nice damage onto the scout, Antoine. Oh, sorry, Asian Rice Guy. Just going to rotate for heals now. And the scouts are actually playing aggressive from Seendio near the choke point. They're just kind of calling out position, saying, hey, they're holding back Tetris near the valley. Maybe they're going to go for a valley push or something. And we do see Red is kind of holding it down. He does see the spot of the soldier who's going to go way high in the air. 1 HP gets taken out by Asian Rice Guy. So now with that one pick, Fearless is going to have to start waiting for anything to come in on his medic. As I do see a lot of people from Cafe now. That is everything pretty much coming in through Cafe. They're going to rotate onto the Cafe roof, work their way in, and Antoine's already on the point. Going to get some nice damage on his Fearless, and there's going to be exchange here soon.
Yeah, looks like the Uber's popped out of Animus, but Valkyrie's holding on to his, just like a master. James Shock is going to go down. He's eventually going to pop it off, but he's already dropped quite a few people, actually. James Shock and Antoine going down on the flank, and they're just going to start getting collapsed on. Red is already out of this fight, so no spam, and looks like Blue's just going to encroach in. He cannot fight Smile though. Smile the god gets a 2k, and he's gonna do some damage for Bunny Monster for Asian Rice Guy to clean up off of. And it's just Blackie Monster alive, and he's gonna get taken down by Asian Rice Guy too. So that aggression is just really coming in. Valkyrie's gonna have about a 50 advantage, and they should be able to just straight push second right off of this. They do have two soldiers, though.
Sorry, go ahead.
They do have 2 soldiers up right now, though, so maybe we could see some crazy things. And it looks like, yeah, we have Kent hiding in the 4 corner on Valley. I don't know if he's gonna be able to. I don't know if they're gonna push in Valley though, because it looks like Smile's just taking us straight through Cafe. So
yeah.
nice thought, but you picked wrong entrance. And yeah, he's gonna go down. Fearless goes down as well.
Down.
So this is gonna be a clean entry. They don't have anyone to bomb them in, and Seendio's gonna pick up this point without using their Uber, and they're gonna have a massive Uber advantage and a player advantage pushing the last. They should honestly just be getting. They should already be in lobby. They should already be on last. They should be pushing right now. They don't. Do they know they have this advantage?
They know they have the advantage. They were just waiting for the numbers. As the force does. No forces actually. They finally connect up with Smile onto the point. Smile is actually no longer connected. Finally linked up once more. As Bunny Monster's sitting in a really health, 380 health. Gonna finally take some damage now. He's gonna start shooting people behind the thing, but actually Smile takes advantage of the head, shoots him right in the dome, and actually Blue is gonna try and make something happen, but unfortunately wasn't able to get the last little bit of damage off to save the round there. And that's gonna be Seendio's second round.
Blackie Monster died a little bit too early in that exchange. The Heavy didn't really even have 450. He was just able to get focused down so well. But new mid, new game.
For what happened.
I'm gonna watch Blue again on this mid again. Looks like he's actually about even with his demo this time. Sitting on a nice 95. He's gonna be able to hit the demo on the roof. But these scouts are already coming in on the roof. They're just peppering him down. Smiles coming in from the bottom. He's going straight into Cafe. Gonna go onto their med. He's gonna get pretty denied. And that's patient. Wow, 3 down already. Almost all of them. Just craters. Fearless is gonna go down, but oh, Red goes down to Bunny Monster, and that's gonna be the
Blackie Monster. No. Blackie Monster with no fear gonna peek the choke point with his buddy Bunny, and they're gonna go. He's gonna go for a little cheeky arrow trying to get the med there, but didn't link up. And now actually that's put him in a little bit of a disadvantage. It's negligible. It's gonna even out any second now.
That mid was going okay for Seendio, but all of a sudden, just 3 people died out of nowhere. I think the flank for Animus just came in and cleaned up on everything, but that was a nice come. That was a nice little.
That was a nice little come.
We do see Kraka on sniper again. Is he gonna peek lower? I think he's got the guts to do it. He's heard the NG voice line, so he knows they're on NG, and he's peeking down. I don't think anyone sees it. He's gonna be able to dome the heavy Asian Rice Guy, and that's gonna be a huge fault in their plan. We do see Uber coming out of Blackie Monster, and Kent's coming in lower. He knows there's no heavy. Should he bomb? And Kraken's gonna pick off Antoine too. That's the enemy sniper down. No sentry, no soldier actually. James Shaka was on NG. That is a questionable call. At the very least, Smile's gonna go away
his life. Smile threw away his life as he went to the lower, and the Uber does get forced off. Valkyrie a little bit low on health, gonna give it what he can to Asian Rice Guy, but he's playing Ring Around the Rosie. Wasn't able to make it up. Asian Rice Guy really low on health now. But Antoine's going to fight this sniper at the garage door. Able to take him out as actually Bunny Monster goes in, takes out Valkyrie, and finally gets cleaned up by Asian Rice Guy. Was very good hold.
Was Valkyrie just sitting in spawn with that Uber the whole time?
Sitting right behind the point, waiting for the Uber to finish.
Wow, I did not see that at all. I thought they'd already popped.
Nope, they held it for a really long time.
That was a nice hold from Valkyrie. I don't think they would have been able to save that mid if they didn't have the Uber. Save that last, rather.
However, it was all for naught as Bunny Monster came in at the very end, able to pick him up on the point and then try and get some more onto the scouts, but went down. Now Valkyrie's looking at a 50 disadvantage right now, and that's definitely enough to push on. But they need to start making their way in as soon as possible. So they pick up Antoine, and that's the pick they need to get into the choke point. As if you look over here, there's a nice little bed of stickies sitting over here at the Escher entrance. Crack him as the force does come out on the left side. They do see the heavy and the sitting behind the point, and he's able to actually get a lot done. Asian Rice Guy, he just hit the hell out of a stupid spot. And actually, that's 5 dead, and Blackie Monster's on the retreat now. Gotta get out through the shutter, and unfortunately, Shaka's probably gonna get the best of this. Nice surf from him. Gonna make it to the cafe, and nope. James Shaka says hi, bye.
Asian Rice Guy's fat Russian spot, basically, he just got like 4 kills and did so much damage on that last. That was crazy. James Shaka's gonna go down on the bomb though with Kraka, and Asian Rice is gonna go down too. That's a pretty weakened flank for Seendio. Bunny Monster does go down too on the force.
And actually, they pick up Fearless on the way.
That's
Kraka's trying to get up through Valley. does make it out alive. The Force was out, but with only 3 up and no heals, Cracker's low, Blue is low. They need to run in. Why are you so slow? Get in. It's just Blue.
That was a weird play. That was a weird bomb from Kent. They already had popped their Uber. Time now. Okay, yeah.
Unfortunate.
Okay, that's why. Because he bombed in after they already popped their Uber, so I'm just was like, what are you doing? Like, that was pointless. They just threw like 4 people at them. But I guess it's the end of the half, so we're just gonna see some shenanigans. And yeah, 2-1 half. Slow game. Sunshine.
That's
Process 2.0.
Process the stall use.
I know. Let me pull up the stats here. Oh, that is the TV link.
Come on, stats. I summon thee with the power of Blue.
And looking at the stats right now, I don't really see any standout players coming out, really. Asian Rice Guy, who's top fragging on the server, only has 2 more frags than Antoine, who only has 1 more frag than Bunny Monster. So it's a very even spread, to be honest.
Oh yeah, the damage difference between both teams is only about 800. However, the frags are more in favor of Seendio with 11 frags total more. Yeah, everything on this scoreboard is looking pretty even, although there is a little bit more damage coming out from Seendio. Both their demo and their soldier Smile, the only ones topping 7,000 damage. Everyone else sitting between 6,000.
I don't really know what to say about this. This looked like it didn't come down to raw DM. It just came down to a wacky plays like that Force on way back on second when Animus was pushing into Sunshine. That was definitely a round killer. They had a lot of momentum going into that, and then they just got forced. They pushed all the way back in from their last. I thought it was going to be the TCM push, and then they just kind of like lost it. I don't know what forced them. I think they. No, I still don't know. I'm gonna go watch the SDV after this. I'm gonna rewatch the cast and see what the hell happened, because that made no sense whatsoever. I don't think they even had a sniper at that point. But that was definitely a huge momentum killer. And if they had done that, I think we might have been seeing a 3-2 half for Animus, to be honest.
Actually, if you go ahead and just hit tab for me right now, look at the score, or look at everyone's scores right now. You'll notice that the scout and the demo are pretty even on both sides in terms of points, and then a scout follows with both the soldiers at the bottom of the scoreboard with the medics at top. These are really even scores overall. I mean, bar the fact that their medic Valkyrie has 93 points. Everything's relatively even as far as I can tell, just looking at the scoreboard like this.
Indeed. Even both medics dying, 9-8. Valkyrie with actually more deaths and a drop.
Ooh.
So there's not really a telling story from these stats. Everyone's playing pretty well. I do notice that bottom damage only has 10 frags, and he is not indeed bottom damaging. He is not bottom damaging. Even on his team. Shout out to Kent for not bottom damaging.
Congratulations, bottom damage. Yes. What I was gonna there's something that's been bothering me this whole time. I've been trying to just keep an eye on which demo is which. And in the last round, the red demo was blue, and the blue demo was red. So finally, things are all as the way they should be. As red is the red demo, and blue is the blue demo. So hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to follow now.
I didn't notice that. I was off in some other realm.
See, that's just the way I work.
That would definitely screw with me if I hadn't realized it. Now the red demo blue is pushing onto the blue demo red. And it looks like we do have the readies
blue
coming
demo,
in.
now pushing on the red, the blue demo.
We're gonna see the second half coming out. Maybe a little bit of a pep talk coming out from Animus just to fix their few mistakes in their game. But we're gonna have the match is live coming in. I'm gonna watch blue on this mid. It's gonna be
I'm done looking at the demo. It's time to watch some soldier action. James Shaka has been, or both the roamers have been playing kind of a passive mid where they just kind of try and find the ground they want. But hopefully we can see something new here, as we do see Smile working his way onto the point, jumping onto Tetris, or no, both soldiers on Cafe right away. Hey, let's play the high ground game. Smile's actually a little bit low on health, so we're going to rotate onto something else where the action's happening as the scouts are rotating all through the Tetris area. Smile's going to pick up on Bunny Monster, who grabbed Asian Rice Guy. Red's going to grab the health pack, and blue is actually sitting pretty nice on the shack. They just need one initiation, one more pick, and they can go right in with 5 HP on James Shock up top. Is not going to be able to go down. Finally goes down.
Blacky Monster and blue went down to the pipes from red, and that's going to be a mid killer. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Kraka coming in and doing just enough damage to take down Valkyrie, though. And even though they convincingly lost that mid, I think... Did the STV just crash?
Nope. They're sitting pretty on a pause.
Oh, we got it. Oh, pause. Anyway, that was a pretty even mead up until the point that they just kind of like collapsed. Valkyrie did die really late into that mid, and Blackie Monster's gonna have a... I think they're coming up at the same time, actually. I don't know, my spec HUD is broken.
They might. Yeah, the HUD's gonna be broken a little bit. I'm gonna say, depending on the spawn waves, there's gonna be a spawn wave between them, and that can be anywhere from 7 to 10 seconds difference. Actually, I think it's 8 seconds for this map. So there's gonna be an 8-second advantage, which is about 25%, if they start building out right away.
Indeed. So I think the saving grace was Kraka picking up that kill on Valkyrie towards the end of the mid. Seendio is obviously going to pick up the mid, but I don't think they'll be able to really hold second. If they got all their spawns right now,
pause does come off.
It looks like we're out of pause at least. Yeah, Seendio's just going to take this straight in a second. We already see Antoine and Asian Rice Guy just getting on this point. They're trying to get as much cap time on it as possible. Blackie Monster's going to come out, and he's trailing with his demo, but they're down on the height advantage. They can't really get the second point stop, so they're going to be able to pick it up.
Ooh, Blue took the line damage. Was able to get out, thankfully.
I don't think Seendio is going to be able to push in the lobby quite yet. Animus still is playing in it. But I can't really tell. Fearless is actually going to go and initiate. Looks like he's going to be able to pick up the soldiers. Smile's going to down. So is James Shocko. That's both soldiers down. And Antoine goes down as well. And this is going to be a clean second pickup. And they're going to be able to just aggress on this team right now. Kraka's coming in on this demo who's separated. And it's just Valkyrie alive right now. And looks like he might get out. But that was an excellent just... They got the picks they needed. And then they just played so well with their numbers advantage. James Shocko going in. But he's going to go down again. And that was a questionable play. Looks a bit out of desperation even, as Animus is going to be able to pick up this mid with a full Uber advantage.
They were in the forward spawn, so they were just coming out. Whether or not they wanted to fight, they had no choice. They were spawning out the door, and they walked out, unfortunately. So James Shocko was trying to back out as he realized, oh, this is not the opportunity we needed to leave, and he gets picked up by Kraka there. As we do see a choke fight going on, Asian Rice Guy getting a lot of damage onto himself. He's going to be able to make it out alive, and Blackie Monster's telling his team, hey, we've got choke, let's work our way in. They got the lobby area cut off, but James Shocko is actually not afraid as he finally gets called out. And with a little bit of HP, actually Fearless is going to go in, make the force happen. And the other force comes from Blackie Monster as he meets up with Fearless finally. Fearless is going to chase after him in Escher, and they're just in a really bad position in this Escher area, the staircase. As actually Blue goes down from Antoine, who's going to be picked up. No! Asian
Blue picked up Valkyrie, and they're going to be able to collapse in on this point. This should be a pick for them, as Antoine only has 61 health. And yeah, they're going to be able to pick up that second round. Blue sacrificed himself there to kill Valkyrie, and that really showed at the end because they just didn't have enough health at all. And so we're going to see 2-2 coming out. And that was a nice little aggressive play coming out of Animus after that. Failed mid. They still got the med though, and they were able to play off the Uber advantages. I think I'm going to watch Smile on this mid. How about you?
Smile's been playing a little bit more passive. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the scouts can do this mid, actually. And they're going to be keeping an eye on Seendio's scouts, Asian Rice Guy, and Antoine, as they are getting really aggressive on the citrus areas. The Soldier Bomb does come in for bottom damage and Fearless. They are able to pick up on Valkyrie, and Asian Rice Guy and Antoine are going to collect on both soldiers, as actually it's just the scouts. Just the scouts.
2v2. Antoine, can he 2v1 these scouts? He's going to take down Kraka, and Bunny Monster's only 40 health. Can he do it? Oh, he's in such a poor position, and he's not going to be able to do it. He dropped down, and Bunny Monster's going to be able to pick up this mid. 40 health. And that was a crazy mid. Both their medics went down at the same time, but the thing is, they were able to pick up red in the same bomb, so they just got the advantage straight off from the start without the main damage dealer. But it looks like Animus is going to start to move into their claimed mid, and Uber's going to be about even here.
Recently, I've been noticing that Blackie Monster is liking to heal up and just push. Something I really like to see, especially on a stalemate map like this. They just like to work their way into Cafe. They like to work their way into Valley. Well, I haven't seen Valley recently, but Asian Rice Guy is actually going to call him out at the Tetris area. Going to back off wisely as he sees they're not looking to push at all this time. They're just sitting at Tetris.
Both meds have the exact same Uber right now. And it looks like Blackie's going to be able to pick us up just like a millisecond before. We did see James Shock is trying to work his way into Valley here, maybe get out of Force. He doesn't really have a buff though. But it looks like, ooh, it's going to come and he wants this Force. He's not going to be able to get it though. And that might be the thing Seendio needs to at least stack someone in. I'm looking at the James Shaka cam, and yep, he's coming in. He's going for the bomb, but they're so far back in Cafe that he can't really get it. They just had a wall of people there ready to protect Valkyrie if anybody came in. Rather, to protect Blackie if anybody came in. And that's just going to be another fail.
Ooh, Asian Rice guy, not afraid to fight this. It's going to take a lot of roller spam.
And
does go down for Money Monster in the Cafe.
Bunny Monster just playing excellently off that damage, and it looks like Animus wants to take the Super Valley. And yeah, they're spearheading it in. Fearless is just taking it in, and they're gonna pop. Can't really find him right now. P-Monster's just doling out all these flashes he possibly can, and he's actually already getting out. He's just abandoning his team. James Shaka is gonna go down though, actually cleaning up really well on this damage. Valkyrie also popped his Uber, but he's not doling out the heals properly. Antoine is gonna be able to pick up Kraka on the back end of that, but they are gonna pick up second for it.
It's even numbers.
I'm ready. Antoine and Asian Rice Guy are still on scout, so I don't know if they're going to pull out the Pro Lander, and yeah, Asian Rice Guy's going up on that heavy because it's broken.
Pro Lander.
This wall is so broken.
Yes,
and
it
we do see Kraka on Sniper as well, playing his favorite class on last. So we're going to see the slight advantage coming out of Blackie, but if they're running a Sniper, they're definitely going to want to just stall it out. And we see Antoine on the counter Sniper. So these teams already know each other. They know what they're going to do on last. And it looks like Antoine already knows where he's going to peek from, and he's going to pick him. Kraka going down. Antoine with metagame. He's going to go into lobby here, and he's going into Shutter. Oh, he's not going to be able to get it, though. He's trying to peek and get those sticks, but he's not going to be able to get it. And the pipe actually went right between his legs. James Shaka is going to bomb in, though, and he's going to pick up blue, so that's a pretty big pick. In fact, Animus is holding on the back foot of the second part and near the stairs. They're going to start to encroach in, because they need to play with this height advantage, really, because lobbies are so easily spammable from this little island, I want to say. They're just going to give it up. And Fearless is like
walking onto the point here. Oh, they do get the force finally, as Blackie Monster leads Fearless into this. And Smile is actually juking all around. Didn't even take any damage from that, as there is a little bit of fight going in underneath. Asian Rice Guy was able to take out Kraka and picks up bottom damage in the dungeon area just before going down. And Bunny Monster's going to trade with Smile. Or no, take out Smile and make his way to the point. He's hiding in the cafe. He's hiding really close, actually. He could get this pick from Choke, as he does finally get caught up by Antoine. He's going to get chased down. And now he's just hoping to make something happen with the last of his life. 43 HP. He's going to actually chase into this Antoine. Going to get some nice damage out. Oh, staying alive. And there's a Boston Basher out. And they trade.
We got him. With the bleed. The bleed. The bleed. Cut.
Well, wrong web. LOL.
Cut for the kids, 2015.
And Red's actually
like Animus is going to take this mid in. Ooh, Red is going to go down, yeah. Valkyrie goes down too. Kraka and bottom damage just coming in and cleaning up. And that's going to be a free second here for Animus. They don't even have to pop the Uber. That they don't have. 60% here coming out for Blackie. They're going to have a full Uber advantage going into this last.
Misclick from Seendio.
No sticks are going to be up in lobby. They just need to take this in right now.
They were playing in the cafe, and blue was overextended, or yeah, red. I got it right this time. He's the red demo. Red was overextended, and Black Monster was unfortunate. Or Valkyrie was stuck with red in the cafe as they were trying to back out, and got caught out by the choke push. So we're gonna see that full advantage, like you said, coming from the right side. As we do see, there's no trap. They do force, however, and they're gonna lead this. As we do see, James Shaka is just kind of sitting back. Nobody went for him. So now at the end of this fight, hopefully James Shaka is gonna make something happen as he does jump up. Gonna get some nice damage. Take out blue with that Smile taking blue out. And Red's gonna collect onto Kraka, as there is a fight on the point. Bottom damage. It's Ken getting some nice damage on the point.
Valkyrie gets the saw, and he's gonna be able to get the Uber off that saw. And maybe will save it, and he looks like he might be able to save these people too. Bunny goes down, and Black Monster is going to be sitting at a full Uber disadvantage after that saw. That was a nice play from Valkyrie. He was hurt that entire last, but he stayed in instead of going for the pack. He just stayed in that spawn door. He could have so easily gotten bombed and dropped. He was at, like, just rocket spammable health. But that was a clutch play from him, holding on to that Uber and getting the saw to save that round for his team.
So this is where the momentum shift is coming into Seendio's favor. They are going to take this into Valley now, since they didn't use to get into second at all. And now they've got 4 people, make it 5. As I do believe James Shaka is going to be on his own in the cafe area, as he is slowly working his way through the cafe. And now we do see Asian Rice Guy a little aggressive, going to push out the Tetris, and they're going to pick up bottom damage. Ken trying to hide out, and now there's nothing Animus Victoria can do. They're going to have to back out and give this up for free. And the Uber is going to be evened out now. But with Ken down, they're actually going to work their way through choke. Take it away.
Looks like Valkyrie might not even get forced here. He's gonna have to pop eventually. Uber comes out from blue, and they have a slightly better Uber, and we're just gonna see this exchange going in. Looks like the pocket for Animus is gonna try to sneak into Cafe with that Uber and do something sneaky, but he's gonna get called out. He's gonna go down. And Smile's gonna take out Bunny Monster as well. And Antoine getting the Scout MG, he's gonna take down Kraka also. Animus, Blackie Monster getting pressured right now by the Demo and the Roamer. And they're gonna have to back off, and it looks like they're probably not gonna be able to hold second.
Yeah, they are getting onto the point. And that's just kind of a free cap. They're pushing Blue out. Blue is also a tiny bit overextended, so he was on the back foot the entire time. Now, actually, Asian Rice Guy is now working his way into Escher with Smile and Antoine. They were picking the right side, but obviously they're not going to push. They need to wait for their medic, they need to wait for their heals, they need to wait for the Uber.
I saw the spy coming out from James Shaka, but it was just a forward spawn. The dream is dead.
Q.
And it looks like Valkyrie is sitting on about a 20% advantage. Looks like they're playing really close to upright. I think they want to take this in.
Yeah, they are actually taking this in right away. Force does come off onto Smile. And Smile's going straight in, getting some nice damage onto Fearless. Able to pick him up and meet up with the Uber, so he's not going to die right away. They're going to be retreating as Bunny Monster picks up his first against Antoine. And the Force did come out, but nothing's going to happen with it. Which is once again just kind of sitting there. And now Red is waiting for someone to push into this pile of stickies sitting on the ramp. Obviously no one's going to push into it, and Ken walking through the Escher. Gonna go straight to the point. He does see that there was a lot of damage and actually picks up onto Valkyrie.
Ken.
As Kraka was initiating and Ken just walked right in. Able to collect 20 on Red, and he's actually gonna go down to the Scout if he play careful. 3 HP, Bunny with a nice surf, gonna take him out. And actually, Shaka coming onto the point, picking up Ken as well. Gonna also get some nice damage onto the Scout. And now Asian Rice Guy is collecting onto Fearless, and no, not gonna be able to get on Blackie Monster at all.
Despite Kent's valiant effort, it looks... Oh, they are eventually going to pick this up. James Shaka doesn't go down, and they're going to trade Fearless for Smile. But Kent was just going huge. Ooh. He was hiding up on that claw. In fact, Antoine's going to come in and get Blackie Monster, but Crack is just going to go right back and pick up Valkyrie. And it's a 2v4. Animus should be able to pick up this mid. But I want to talk about Kent some more. I want to talk about Kent, because he was standing up on that claw, and then he just came in, and he went into lobby, and he just got all this damage out, and that was a huge Roma play. Shoutouts to Kent for saving this round.
As he slowly picks up another pick. And
he saw the sticks too, but he didn't comment to Bunny. And
no,
Bunny's gonna get dropped.
Ken was like, hey Bunny, there's stickies. Let me shoot them towards you.
Oh, classic
Ken.
Animus is going to be able to pick up this mid, though. Ubers are about even, but they're down a player. Nothing special coming out of Bunny. It's like Kent is starting to push into Cafe. Maybe he wants to take in a Force? This isn't really the optimal spot for forcing, considering Blue is holding way back on the point. Rather, Red is. The names are confusing. Still confusing. Looks like Animus is starting to take this Uber in to choke. They don't actually have it yet. It looks like they're just counting on getting it in while they're on the push, and
yeah, they can. There's no reason to force the Uber if you don't have it, so you can just walk in. And hey, why didn't their medic force? Oh, they didn't have it. But now they decide better than to do that. Valkyrie is actually a little low on health. He does grab the pack though, so nothing's gonna happen there. He is all the way in the shutter. Gonna finally meet up at the lighthouse, and we're back at the stalemate.
Yep. Just gonna see people shooting at other people right now, but nothing's really gonna happen. Animus is standing outside of Cafe like they wanted to go in, but not gonna really do anything. It's up to Animus, and specifically Bottom Damage, to go in and make the play, and he does not force Valkyrie. He got him down to 30 on health, though, so Valkyrie holding that with Mouse 2 of Steel. And it looks like Seendio's gonna take this in from Cafe right now. It's just Valkyrie and Cafe, and Valkyrie and Smile in Cafe right now. And Smile's gonna jump in. He's going all the way into Valley here, and he's just kind of leaving Valkyrie out to dry. He's gonna hook up with his Demo, though. And Seendio's starting to take this point. They're just kind of like edge capping it. Jim Shaka is gonna down, but he gets the force off. And it looks like the Pocket's gonna come in and force off this solo. And it should just be an exchange duper, and Valkyrie's gonna last a bit longer. They should be able to pick up this point. But both Romers are down, so it's an even fight. And Smile's gonna go down to the Bunny Monster. Bunny Monster's gonna trade out for Asian Rice Guy, though. And Red is on point, trying to deal with this damage, but he's really hurt. He's gonna have to retreat. There's no Demo stickies, but he's gonna pick up Kraka on the back end. Fearless is gonna come in, get taken down by Antoine. Blue's gonna go down as well. Fearless. Antoine lighting it up. And that's gonna
probably gonna pick up
good for Seendio. And Black
gonna
Mouse
grab
is going to
Black
go
Monster
down
at the end.
really
And they're gonna
late,
get the
too.
cap nigh the forward spawns as well. So this is an excellent position for Seendio to push forward. Bunny Monster's gonna play on the battlements and says, this is bad, I gotta get out. And we do see they're gonna check very carefully James Shaka for the cafe area. But no, they realize they've got this point for free. And with the 70 advantage, they're gonna need to start working their way in now. They know Bunny Monster's gonna be on heavy. They know there's potentially going to be an engineer, and as you do see Crack is building. Blue's gonna put some stickies all over this garage area to prevent any pushes. And it's more than likely gonna come from the Escher area. Or maybe even underneath. I'm not sure. Yeah, the combo is just sitting in Escher.
This is interesting. I'm supposed to not see the sniper coming off from Kaka, as he's done it so many times. It looks like the push is going to come in from lower. Smile checking the claw. They're going to get out the pop. But I don't think they know the sentry's there. They aren't really even shooting at it. I don't know if it's just because of the positioning, but Blacky Monster's going to go down to Smile. Red's going to go down to the sentry, though. The 7th player going huge. And it's just going to be Smile and Valkyrie alive. Smile's going to go down, and Valkyrie is underneath. He's going to die. Yep, he's going to get taken out by bottom damage. And that was a nice, clean play coming out from Animus. I don't think they knew about the legendary 7th player there. I think they expected Kraka to go sniper, like I did. But he pulled out the wild card, and he ended up working out. And he's going to sit on a nice 15% Uber advantage.
Nice 15 advantage, which means no advantage.
Pretty much. Ooh, Animus. Kent's gonna spot out James Shaka, but he's actually gonna get pushed into the flower pot and get taken down. And Bunny Monster gets taken down too by Antoine. So two down for the flank and Animus, and that's disastrous right now. Yeah, Animus already assuming the defensive position. They're holding way back by lobby door, and they're barely committing to this. Demo's gonna put up some sticks, but Asian Rice Guy is already moving in on this advantage. And yeah, this is gonna be a clean second retake for Seendio, unless they can delay long enough to get their spawns. It looks like Animus isn't even challenging. Fearless is building in lobby, and they're just content to give this up and just go in with their Uber, which they have now. And Fearless is coming in from the back. They're just going to go straight in with this. They want this medic. They really want this kill. Fearless missing the air shot, goes for the Tyrone air shot, gets it. But he was too distracted by that, and Valkyrie's going to be able to get out with the clean full Uber advantage. Animus doesn't even care. Fearless is going in. He wants this medic, but he thinks better of it after getting completely destroyed by the sticks. So... Valkyrie's sitting on this clean Uber advantage. You just have to wait for Smile and James Shaka to come up, and they can just push straight back in.
I concur. I think everything about this game is fairly clean and scrub-a-dub-dubby.
Scrubbity-dub-dub. James Shaka and Smile are just going to assume height positions on mid with this gigantic steeple that is completely broken. And
The steeple.
Yeah. The steeple, the church.
The church.
Looks like a...
This is the church. This is
Seendio electing to take this through Valley, and Kent is once again hiding in the wrong spot, looking for the choke push, not going to get it. And he is actually going to jump in. He caught the call, and he's going to take down the Uber. Smile's going to go really far in, though. He's going to get Blacky Monster and Escher, and he's doing everything he possibly can with his Uber. Goes in, trying to go for the demo. He's not going to pick it up, but that doesn't matter. He's engineered his team an advantage, which he quickly lost after Valkyrie died. But they just have the numbers. They're going to be able to push this straight in. It's just 2 scouts. It's just 1 scout now, Kraka, the hero that Open needs, taking down Asian Rice Guy, but that's not enough. And, oh, no, they're going to challenge it. Bottom damage. Can he do it? Red's on 6 health, he's going to take him down. And that's Animus holding that point. That's what that is. That's a hold.
An amazing respawn coming out from Ken. That it was Ken, I believe. Yeah, Ken. Ken respawned, was able to pick up that 50 health soldier and then get some nice damage on Blue. And also pressure out Antoine with hitting him with the same rocket that killed Blue. And now Seendio is actually all over this point on the shack, really aggressive. They are now going to split apart, and Red's holding Valley kind of alone. Scout on the shack and 1 soldier in the cafe. Ken is now saying, hey, this is my cafe. Red,
Fearless gets denied there in the air by Red's random spam pipe. No force there for Valkyrie. But looks like they're going to trade for Smile there. Smile up a bit too far. Bunny Monster's going to go down, though. Why did they have to have such similar names? That's annoying.
Yeah.
But it looks like Seendio's electing to take this through Valley again. And
they have a decent amount of health and the positional advantage. Red's going to cause the force now, and there is Asian Rice Guy sitting with a nice healthy buff on the point. Going to take a rocket, and he's actually taking a lot of damage. Goes down. But Red's going to pick up Ken, ending his streak, and James Shaka going to pick up on Fearless just before trading. And now it's Blue taking a lot of damage in lobby, taking nearly down to 70 HP. A few stickies on the shutter, but that's not going to matter as they're going to take the point. And the sticks are now being flown all over the place.
Yep, and it looks like we're going to see the Pearlander setup coming out again. Bunny Monster going to go on heavy and abuse that wall. I don't see Kraka coming up on anything, though. He's just throwing Seendio's expectations for a loop. They're like, after he went sniper 3 times, they're like, okay, he's going to go sniper, so we're just gonna go in right there and go for the pick. And then he was on engineer, and they got completely destroyed by a sentry. So now they're going to think he's on engineer, but he's not. And it looks like they are actually going to peek this time and make sure he's not on engineer, so they don't get completely destroyed again. But they have the mobile engineer right now in Bunny Monster, and to be fair, I think they know that. That's just a certainty. There's not going to be 3 scouts on this last. There's going to be a heavy.
The mobile sentry.
The mobile sentry. But we're going to see
this. Yeah, everyone's playing right behind the point. Kraka's going to take his shot down the garage area.
Yep, and Antoine knows he's on sniper. Actually, that's James Shock on sniper. Bit different from the pacing I'm usually seeing, but Kraka is going to come up on that sniper because he loves sniper. And I think he's waiting for the sniper to come out. He knows Antoine or James is going to be on it, and it's James this time, and he's actually good. And he actually does take out Antoine. Not even on sniper this time. He's got the body shot on the scout, and maybe Antoine's going to come up on something weird. I don't know, maybe a spy? They aren't running a pyro, so he's got a better stab at it than James Shaka does.
Stab at it?
That was an unintended pun.
Because there's no spy.
That was an unintended pun, I'm sorry.
Yeah. James Shaka now lining up his shot once again down this garage line. Everyone knows better than to stand in that sideline. They're going to spam it out with some pipes, and actually James Shaka goes down from Kraka. Got a nice little crack shot, so to speak. I was able to pick that up.
You don't peek Kraka in this last. He already proved it to Antoine. He's proving it to James Shaka now. And he's going to be able to he's tanking these heals right now. He wants this pick on this demo in lobby. He's not going to be able to get it, though. And now they know he's playing this aggressive style. And it looks like, yeah, Valkyrie is not taking this chance at all. He's holding way back out on bats in Escher right now. He doesn't want this at all. And we do see James Shaka on the spot. And he's going in from lower. No pyro this time to call out his shenanigans. But can he get it? He sees Valkyrie going into spawn. He has the perfect opportunity right now. Valkyrie doesn't see him. And he's going to get the drop onto Valkyrie. Oh, not even Valkyrie. That's Blackie Monster. My apologies, but Valkyrie's going to come in with
Monster
the
goes
force.
down, and here comes Antoine with the rest of the Uber rushing in to try and get this heavy. Bunny Monster's going to go down very quickly, and it's just Kraka on the respawn coming in. He's going to play around the point, going to start dancing on top of Smile's head, and Smile's going to take him out. And Antoine grabs the final kill with blue, and that's going to be the round for Seendio. We are now at 3-2 with very little time left. I'm going to say less than 10 minutes left in this round. And that's going to be the first map if they don't get any picks. Yeah, we are at 7 minutes left coming into the second half. 3-2, Seendio leading. What do you want to see at mid?
I want to see Red. He's hitting this rollout all day. He hits the ramp slide. He is so fast to mid right now. He wants this win. He's ready. He's going to be able to throw out this early spam right now. He's just playing comfortably behind Hut. And he's starting to push up on the right, but it looks like Blue's starting to take Tetris here. And he's going to be able to spam around Tetris. Just safe from the building, but he's going to be able to get on him. Fearless goes down, but he did enough damage for Kraka to clean up on him. And so does Kent goes down as well. But it looks like, yeah, Animus is going to be able to pick up this mid. Narrowly, though. Pretty much. The reason is because they lost Red, who was just a bit too aggro for the rest of his team. I think he had the zeal that the rest of his team just didn't have, you know. He wanted that win so bad, and his team was just like, oh, we have a round lead, let's just play it a bit passively. Turtle on, last 7 minutes left, we can do this. I don't think Red was on the same page as his team, and I think it cost them that mid and the opportunity to tie it up.
Yeah, Red, as I saw, was a little bit overextended, trying to go get that damage out on the scout, and he was met full frontal with the demo. The enemy team blew the demo, not the team, right in his face, and he was unfortunately caught out and went down. So now we do see Blackie Monster saying, hey, once again, let's just work our way in. Hey Ken, take this buff, 250? No problem. He's going to jump with 90 HP now because he took too long. Going to get a little bit of damage onto Red, but Red's going to back up and be just fine. Now we're waiting for a counter sack, hopefully.
I got my eyes on one James Shaka here. I don't see where he is. He's actually going in. He's got 6 health, though. It's completely denied. It looks like Seendio is still playing really far into this cafe, but they are going to get the combo of Animus to challenge them, and they're actually going to pick up Asian Rice Guy off the spam. So push in, possibly. We do see Kent coming back into the action, and it looks like they're starting to take this in choke Blue is just sneaking off the lobby automatically. He does not want them to get out. He is playing for the future.
He is playing 3 seconds ahead. And Smile goes down from Bunny Monster. So that's a good pick for them, but they're gonna have to make the decision now. Do we want to contest or not? Ken is actually keeping some pressure off of the Escher area. James is gonna grab the pack and rotate into dungeon. And actually, that was very good from James Shaka to slow down any possible, or from Ken to slow down any possible pressure from James Shaka.
And now comes the question: does Animus want to turtle it out and wait for the timer, or just go straight in? And we do see the go straight in, but Fearless gets completely annihilated there by Asian Rice Guy and the Soldier, and that completely stopped their push. They don't have the round advantage, but they have the point advantage, so they could comfortably turtle it out and just leave enough time for about 2 or 3 pushes at the end, so that they knew if they got the round, it would go to Golden Cap. I don't know if they're ready to play that game, though. They are playing incredibly defensively, holding on the left.
That's actually a really good option. Rather than throw the round into a specific, golden, or to throw it into a one more round with 4 or 5 minutes left on the clock. Going for a Golden Cap round, that's an interesting idea to wait it out. But I'd rather just see it go straight in. Freakless gonna go down. Fearless, not Freakless, as Antoine picks up Bunny Monster and is actually gonna grab another headshot. Gonna shoot a little bit of damage on Ken, and Ken's gonna go down to Asian Rice Guy. So it's 3 down for Animus Victoria, and they're sitting all the way at Cafe.
That was the Viaduct-esque sack wave. Going all the way as far as they possibly can while still being able to challenge and just sending in 3 people. But that's gonna be a... Oh, I see what they were doing. Blue had the sticky trap on point. Nobody called it, but it just picked up Antoine. And they are gonna be able to take this, but it is actually really hurt. Both those scouts coming in. Asian Rice Guy going down. They're gonna pop the Uber. Both the Ubers popped, and we're gonna see this exchange here. Animus is going to have a little bit of a weaker Uber, but they are able to stop the point right now. Blue is coming in. He's got the damage. He takes down Valkyrie. No heals for this last point, but Smile and James Shocker are going to come in from the air, and they're going to be able to take down everyone. Ken, Fearless, and Bunny taken off, and they aren't going to be able to. It's just Blackie Monster in. And wow, Blue was so far in right there. He did manage to pick up Valkyrie, so they aren't going to be completely at a loss. But that was just such a perfect denial, and I don't think they were on the same page with their aggression. In the end, Blue was so far in, he took that Uber as far as he possibly could, and the rest of his team was still in lobby just messing around.
Animus Victoria went for the right decision. They got forced out, and they had 4 people, Kraka, Antoine, and the Soldiers, all pushing in the Escher area. Kraka went in really deep, and the rest of the red Uber was backing out through Shutter to meet up at last and deny that. And with that, they were able to, pull back the Uber and then follow up through the garage area. You see the fight is now coming through the second point, as Blue gets some damage onto the point, and actually it's Ken who's on the point, able to get some good damage onto the combo just sitting on the staircase. And now it's up to Blue and his scout buddy to take something on this point.
You can definitely see the desperation coming out from Animus. They're pushing off Uber there. They know they don't have much time. And I don't think they're able to pick up the second. In fact, Antoine is in on Blackie Monster. And is he going to be able to get it? Blackie Monster's at 60 health. He's going for the saw. He's still alive somehow, but he's going to eventually die to the pistol from Antoine, who's also going to pick up Blue. And that's an 80% Uber disadvantage there for Animus right now. And Tutor, aka Seendio, is definitely going to just take this in through choke. In fact, they just really need to get mid, and then they can just sit on it. I think there's probably 3 minutes left on the clock. So this is looking pretty grim for Animus Victoria to take the second map. And we do have Kraka hiding in behind. He wanted that back cap, but Asian Reska is going to spot him out. And he's going to go down. And that's the whole flank for Animus down.
Fourth down for Animus Victoria. They did get the force from Ken, who was in through choke. Now, once again, Blackie Monster just, hey guys, I played an invite. Does that make me good? And he's just going to sit in overextended for the 5th time in a row,
He was sitting there just spamming out arrows. I think they know it's done.
Yeah.
Just saying, this is garbage time at this point. I don't know if the push is technically possible. Especially, I think they're just sending in as many sacks as possible to get rid of Valkyrie. Blue is going in.
Did someone say, garbage day? As they are going to find this Tetris point, as Antoine is going to meet up with Blue. Hopefully get him. No, Bunny Monster is...
Bunny Monster, Valkyrie's down. This is winnable. This is definitely winnable. It's just 2 up right now. They can push this on the mid. This can be the TCM push. But the...
Team Cooler Master was a one-time thing, and it's never going to happen ever again. Fearless is only 40 HP.
Blackie Monster is AFK. I think that's it. That was the thing, though. That was the thing that would have started it off. But looks like Blackie Monster is going to go down. That's going to be the game. 1-0 in the series to Seendio.
Mm-hmm.
Impressively
Can't call it
so,
already
too.
because Kreka is able to pick up 2 on the point. He isn't over yet. The cap is going really quickly, and actually Henchwan steps off it, and then there's the 2.
And there we go. 3-2.
Very good game. 3-2 in the first half. First round, first map of this best of 3. I feel like this is going to be a long night, and
This is definitely going to be a long night. I need to go get some refreshments.
you go do that.
I will return.
If you're watching, I'm Ro. Leaving now is Flatline, who will be back once he has received his drinks. I think we're going to go to a quick break while we wait for the server to change, and stay tuned. We'll be back with the second map of 2, with Seendio currently leading 1-0 in the best of 3. Catch you guys very shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ro, and joining me is Flatline. Say hello, Flatline.
Hi.
We are just now getting underway for the second half, which is going to, second map of the best of three, which is going to be Goalie Wash. Granary is going to be the best of three, going to be the final map if we do see Animus Victoria take this map.
And that last game was one of the most back and forth matches I've ever seen. It was just the little things that ultimately kind of doomed Animus Victoria. They were so close at the end. They were so close. I think if they had more time, they could have pulled it into the golden cap. But nonetheless, we are here on Goalie Wash, and I'm not really sure who can take this after Sunshine. I know Sunshine is definitely a newer map, so I don't know how well the info about that is going to transfer, but I think we're still going to see a pretty good game.
Yes.
You have any preds?
Now, everyone's just slowly starting to reconnect. What are your expectations for this map, player-wise?
I am ready for James Shaka to do a lot of weird plays on this mid, especially with all the drop down and the Olympics jump and all that crazy stuff he can do on here. I'm ready for some shenanigans to come up from both the roamers.
Yeah, that is very likely to happen.
I
don't know. Go ahead.
I definitely think the sniper stars are gonna go huge on this map. Kraka, Antoine, they're gonna see a lot of time on this map just because of how big the skylines are, especially on second and mid.
I'd be interested in seeing a second hold. It's not the most common thing, but if you are gonna play sniper on second, defending, you're gonna play near the shutter. You're gonna play near the forward spawn you have, so you can just pretty much deny anyone from pushing big door. And Goalie Wash, unfortunately, is probably more, if not as much, a stalemate map when it comes to pushing second with the maneuvers. I mean, we could see some interesting exchanges, we could see some good forces, good bombs, good damage opportunities from the choke point, but otherwise, I'm not really expecting a lot to happen unless these teams just have Goalie Wash figured out for some reason.
Well, it is a relatively old map, especially compared to Sunshine. So,
well, I'm talking about in terms of pushing on a chokey point like this, having that figured out. Because there are very, very tiny advantages you can push on. The right amount of damage on a choke spam, the right opportunity where you see them kind of like level off in their spam, wait for them to finish the spam, buff up James Shaka, get him through the choke point, go for that force. A lot of opportunities there if you can pay attention to these very fine details.
Quite. We do have 12 in the server. We do see the ready ups coming out. James Shaka dropping the dot ready. So we should be going live soon. And I want to see this go to a third map because I don't have anything else to do.
I have
Besides, give all this TF2 content to all you viewers out there. How many do we have right now?
Yes, absolutely.
The big
I'm looking to spice up this cast a little bit so we can get past this droning voice for the next, hour, 2 hours we might have coming up.
Thanks, bro.
So we're gonna have a little bit of fun coming into this next half, so I hope you guys stay tuned.
I'm not having any fun after you insulted my voice.
I'm not insulting your voice. I'm insulting the tone of your voice.
Thank you very much for the clarification there, Ro. You don't exactly sound like a rainbow of vocal skill either.
Oh, we're cranky already.
That's a meat shot.
That is a 8 end parentheses.
I'm Cribbage Jackson.
Cribbage Jackson.
The legend. Anyway, we do see Smile has joined the server, so we have all 12 in there. He's going to drop the ready. And I think Animus is just going over their strats a bit more. Because they're definitely within their realm of possibility to take this map. I can see it happening. They just need to fix up those little imperfections in their game, specifically with their Ubers. I saw a lot of times they were just forcing in places where they didn't need to force, and it cost them a lot on their Uber transitions because of it.
So coming into this mid-fight, the important thing is the demos. The options the demo have, obviously, are the choke or the big door. And choke used to be the most dominant, in my opinion, when it came to playing demo role. You can just go up to choke really fast, be at the choke point at 946 on a really good time, start spamming out that early damage to hit the scouts, hit the buff soldiers if they're not buffed, you know, catch their good heals and slow it down for them all through the choke point. But after the nerf, that option has been a lot less viable because now you bait for the jumping soldier. So unless you hit incredible pipes, choke is a deadly option. So I'm actually expecting to see a lot more big door pushes, or rather big door mid fights, coming in through the elbow, working your way up to the choke point on the enemy side, fighting the other enemy demo, also playing at the choke point. So hopefully we can see some kind of action like that, or maybe just a straight out brawl, both demos going choke and having no regard for either person.
Yeah, I think choke as a viable option kind of tapered off because the roamer just has so many options to attack you. I mean, you can jump straight over, you can go up, drop down, you can like cross to the other side of the jump you from behind, you can fake going drop down and jump back up top. That's my favorite because nobody ever expects it. There's just so many things you can do in choke, and if they're in big door, you can really just jump. All you have to do is jump across point. That's pretty much it. But we do see the last ready up. Seendio is gonna pick blue. And we're going to see this video game go. Who are you going to watch on this mid?
It's got to be the demos first. They're the only thing that see any action for the first 15 seconds of the mid fight. Or rather, first 15 seconds of the round. As if they're going really fast, they're going to be at choke. Ooh, actually, I actually want to point something out. Blue is on pocket.
Ooh. That is
Fearless is on demo
Fearless
now,
on demo.
and Fearless
This
is slow as all hell, getting at mid after his scouts at the big door. Gonna start fighting this choke point, as we do see get some good damage onto Red. He's going really aggressive now, trying to get Red. He does pick him up. Red's gonna go down first, and now it's a big collapse with the soldiers, as it is now Ken sitting at the pack as Kraka goes on a world tour. Going through the banana is going to try and get onto Asian Rice. Does pick it up and goes down to James Shaka before Ken finally coming back in, meeting up with Bunny Monster, and they're going to take the first round.
That worked. That worked somehow. I did not expect a mid-game class switch, but it worked in their favor, at least for this first mid. I know Blue is really at home in pocket, but I didn't know Fearless was actually played demo at all. I mean, he didn't note that he was very slow to the mid. So maybe he just doesn't have practice on it.
I'm gonna bet that he just kind of went DM heavy at the very end of that. He
went
saw
straight
that he couldn't go choke, so he rotated big door. He saw he was slow big door, so he was just like, fuck it, let me go right in, get onto Red. And Red, unfortunately, was just awful at initiating that, and he went down to him, unfortunately.
Red
and the soldiers were able to collapse on it. Actually, Antoine has no fear, is going to fight off Bunny Monster. Actually going in really deep, trying to get that kill. This Bunny Monster sitting on 46 health, going to get out the banana. And now we do see the soldiers are initiating onto the point. The force does come out from Valkyrie, and they're going to push through the choke point as the counter push is going to come off. And we're going to see what Smile can do here. Take it away.
Looks like Uber's going to come in from main right now. They got such a better Uber out, and they're going to be able to force them right off this point and retain their mid. That was a weird play from Antoine. It served to really just splice up the Animus team because the flank was all focusing on him, but the combo was stuck in choke by the Uber. It just didn't seem to work out at the end, and now Animus is going to be able to push this in a second. We do have a soldier bombing in, though. James Shock is going to take down Blackie Monster, and that is a pretty big play. Valkyrie is going to be sitting at a 60% Uber advantage, and he's sitting nice, tucked in tight in this lobby. He's going to drop his demo Red, though, and he's going to drop Antoine as well. It's really just Valkyrie and Smile right now, but it's just Ken. It's just Kent on Animus, and they really wanted that kill on Valkyrie, but Smile just did not want it to happen. He willed it to not happen. So yeah, he's just gonna stay in. Kent, what is Kent doing? He was toying with fire right there. He was playing with fire. Looks like he wanted to bomb it, but at the same time he didn't, and he just kind of like was really indecisive, and I'm surprised he stayed alive. He's gonna get across point though as Fearless goes down. Asian Rat's gonna be able to pick up that frag. Valkyrie's gonna have his full Uber, and they are gonna be able to hold this for mid. They're not even gonna have to pop it. See this Uber, they are already in big door, and nobody knows. Nobody has seen them yet. They're gonna be able to completely surprise them. Going up on Blackie Monster, he's so hurt. Ooh. Smile gets the air shot on Kraka, and Blackie Monster's gonna go down too. Blue goes down. They're just cleaning up so hard right now, and what a play there from Seendio. The aggression was so on point.
Whew. Was that an air shot on Ken?
I think it was. I think he just got completely annihilated. Fearless can be the only guy up. Blackie Monster gonna finally get up, and he's gonna do off the heels, and Smile actually goes down a bit too aggro, maybe. The rest of his teams are gonna come in though. And so gonna have a stalemate for now at least. But wow, that was
just a level off. There's a 20 advantage, which is probably enough to get someone in, as they actually do pick up blue. That's the pocket down for Animus Victoria, and they actually pick up Kraka. So even more than that, they have a 30 advantage they managed to build out, and they're going to start pushing right away if they take advantage of this 7-second opportunity. But no, they're just going to use that opportunity to build their Uber and go right through the big river with their soldiers as they get a full buff. Or actually, Antoine goes down as the force already comes out. They are going to get a lot of damage on the Black Star, taking him out with a nice double soldier Uber. And they're also going to pick up blue, who goes down. The scouts are kind of low on, as Kraka is 35 HP on point and 60 on Bloody Monster, who's going to get taken out by James Shaka, who also hits a nice rocket onto Fearless, who is now at 78 or 100 HP.
And
Fearless
Smile
is going to hit some nice pipes, take out Smile, after Smile picks up on Ken and Kraka.
That looks like it was all Seendio's towards the very end, though. Then they just kind of fell apart. Fearless was just 1v1 the hell out of Smiler, gets the double air pipe on him, and he sent him way back to the respawn room. Bounty Monster is separated though, and he gets spammed up by Red. He's gonna go down, and that was unfortunate. They would have been able to hold this and definitely take a second if they didn't lose him, but now everything's gonna fall apart.
Red is a monster right now. He just took out 3 enemy members pushing out of second, or pushing onto second. As we do see a blue trying to meet up with Ken. Ken actually gets a nice rock and is able to do some good damage while blue cleans up, but he's gonna get piped by Red, who's taking his 5th kill going into that last push. And we're gonna see that Red is actually showing a really strong lead for Seendio.
Seendio is just playing so aggressively right now. They're playing off their advantages so well. They're just looking heading away above Victoria though right now. We just see the second mid coming off. Red's gonna go choke. He's gonna be able to hit the first sticky off on Fearless, who's actually about the same time to him. He's gonna get bombed and choked though. He's so hurt. Antoine's gonna go down, but Blue's gonna go down. The enemy demo, the enemy pocket rather. I keep thinking he's a bigger pick than he is. Red, even without his, he's still getting chipped away, but he's gonna be able to do the damage. And Animus is backing out, even though they have the player advantage. And it looks like they're gonna come back in and just really pressure him out. Red is really far in, and he's really hurt, but he's just been able to lay down this carpet of stickies. Smile takes down Fearless. He was way far in. He should have gotten punished, and the sticky trap is gonna take out Becky Monster. And wow, that mid looks, that was in Animus's hands, and then they just kind of like just went all away. They're just falling apart right now.
Seendio gonna try and collect on the Bunny Monster, or yeah, Antoine, who gets picked up by Ken, who is now gonna sit at this big door and hopefully catch someone out. I just want to point out, Kraka was in the exchange at that little elbow area. He went for a jump and cratered on his own account. He didn't get knocked in the air really high. He just kind of jumped, strafed, and died.
Wow. At enemy account, Seendio's going to be able to pick up the second with relative ease. They got about a 50% Uber advantage. It certainly doesn't help that they dropped Kent too, who didn't get the fourth. Seendio's taking this in lower. James Shaka, though, is going to go down, and Antoine's going to get pretty hurt. They're going to take this straight in through middle, though. Main, rather. And Blacky Monster's in spawn, but he's going to get double directed by Smile. Wow.
Smile's a monster.
They spent all their resources going for him, and they don't really have anything else to do right now. Just saw damage down. Asian wrestling down. It's 2v4. They are separating them really well. These scouts are playing really well together. Kraka on the point, and Valkyrie's gonna go down. It's just James Shaka alive, who's in main. Can he do it? Can he get the backup? I don't think he's going to. He's going for the sneaky hiding spot. Oh, he gets called out.
He gets stuck in the rock. He was trying to go for a hiding spot, got stuck, and tried to jump out. He's now going to try and meet up at choke. He's able to get out alive, and Kraka's unfortunately unable to chase it down, as there's a little bit of pressure from Asian Rice Guy in the combo, healing up in this flank area. Maybe try and go into lower, but no. They're just going to back into mid.
Yep, and Seendio's going to sit on this comfortable one-round lead right now. They're just going to hold mid. I think we're at about 20 minutes left in the half, more or less.
Yeah, we're a little bit, we're around 15 minutes. As we're going to see Bunny Monster actually walking through choke with no fear. Going to get taken out by James Shaka, who's hiding in the window. He is going to drop down and get nice direct from Blue, who's going to take him out. And now it's even Ubers, or yeah, not even Ubers, but even player numbers. And they're going to back out, knowing better of it. Since Animus is out of Uber advantage, they need to start clearing a path for themselves. They do notice that Blue wasn't able to get any stickies up, so now choke is relatively free. They got some nice damage on Antoine, who's now taking a little bit more spam. Gonna get out now. And the advantage was in their favor, but Antoine slowed him down just enough for them to get that Uber.
Blacky Monster is just standing still in front of choke. If they had a sniper, he would have been dead several times. But I guess they don't, so he's just abusing that fact. That is the scariest thing to ever see, just seeing your medic stand still in front of a choke. But Ubers are going to even out here.
Blacky Monster has a terrible habit of being cocky. I can see it just by the way he's standing. As we do see a nice bomb coming from James Shaka, who is going to connect one rocket, put him really close, but a point-blank rocket misses. That rocket was absolutely in his face, and it did 0 damage. Blacky Monster with no fear.
Hit rag. 66 tick. And Animus is going to take this straight in through big door. They have no fear. They're going in. They don't even care about this height advantage. Blue's taking it up. Looks like he's got a bit of miscommunication with his med. They are going to pop it. Valkyrie still has not popped his. They need to get this pop, and they need to get it now. And they are, but this Uber is already done, and it looks like Blue's going to go down. He is going to crater.
Crater on the crate.
Smile's
look at
going
this
to
nice
take the
pretty
nipple.
rocket launcher. The rocket launcher landed perfectly on the crate.
That push-in pretty much failed. They didn't convert the Uber quick enough, and they just pretty much lost it because of that. Blacky Monster's out in middle of nowhere, gonna go down. Or not? What? Or not? Okay, okay, what? He's gonna stand there. Somehow almost lived. He just kinda like stood there, like I'm just gonna moonwalk towards the point. No big deal.
I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I think Blacky Monster's throwing. The way he's moving, it's really unnecessary. He's just kind of standing still a lot. As James Shaka is gonna start capping a point after grabbing that kill onto Blue, and is gonna finish off the cap right away. James Shaka grabbing a nice 2-kill before finishing that cap off.
This isn't even on Saloon.tf though. What could he be throwing for?
I don't.
Now that Saloon TF
I don't understand. But what I'm seeing is Blacky Monster has this attitude with his movement where he's just kind of like he's paying attention, but he's standing still. As we're going to go into this mid fight, as both scouts are going to jump up now, we do see Bunny Monster playing on the point left side as the soldiers are going to bomb in, get denied a little bit. Now he's going to collect onto. Krak is going to take out James Shaka, but unfortunately, Bunny Monster and Krak go down right away. And now, ooh, nice damage from Antoine. They're going to take out Fearless. Valkyrie goes down, unfortunately, and now it's up to Ken to salvage what he can, as he's the last one up, unable to connect. And Antoine grabs his 3rd kill on that round, I think. 4th kill.
Kent was so close to just
3.
completely getting that mid. But Valkyrie was way out. He was already like halfway to second, halfway through that mid. And he just kind of abandoned his team. I didn't think he knew they were going to be able to win that. And their heals kind of suffered a bit for that. If they knew that, I don't think they knew that. But I think if they knew that, they could have capitalized a bit more on their mid not even being there. And Adams could have taken that mid. But regardless, we're seeing Seendio on mid. Ubers are about even. No crazy off classes coming out. And Seendio with a 2.0 lead.
2.0 lead. As we do see a little bit of a fight coming from Asian Rice Guy in the big door. Gonna take a lot of damage. Asian Rice Guy's kind of slipping away a lot. He'll go into those little fights and play kind of aggressive with not that much health. As we do see Fearless, no fear, gonna jump it straight right past that air shot. Ken and the medic are gonna start working their way up. Blacky Monster meeting up with his demo and the rest of his team at the point, but Fearless was caught out. James Shaka was able to collect that. And now the Ubers are very, very much in favor of Seendio, and Krak is gonna go down as well. So now it's up to Blue, who's overextended once again, taken out, and now it's up to Asian Rice Guy and the Smile to push forward here.
Yeah, Blacky Monster's just going to get out. He's going to get his Uber, and they should be able to at least get some sort of forward going. Fearless, I think they did make the swap. Blue is back on demo, and Fearless is back on pocket. And the Uber is actually popped out of Bunny Monster. Valkyrie's going to pop his too. Tudor should be able to pick up the second, but Animus is fighting it really hard. We're going to see the Roamer for Scout trade, but Fearless is going to go down, and Animus is really holding this close. They don't want to give this up. They do have Blue, where is he? He's somewhere. He's in lobby, okay. They do have the back cap going on, and I don't think they saw it. They didn't have anyone in River, and the Soldier's going to pick it up, and that's going to be the clean 3-0 half. And I think it's safe to say I did not see this coming. But we do have, oh my god, the readies are coming out so fast. I think Animus is ready. I think they know what they're doing wrong, and they're ready to fix it. I like this can-do attitude as we see the 11 readies coming out. The 12th ready, I believe.
Yeah, actually, Fearless and Blue have finally switched back. Fearless back on Soldier. I don't know if we noticed that earlier, but Blue and Fearless switched off sometime in the last round or two. They are now in their respective classes. Blue on Demo, Fearless on Soldier. So hopefully that change was what they needed going into that last round, but as you can see, they still lost the round because James Shaka went through River, went to the lower, and was able to cap it off. So we're going into this final half, hopefully, potentially, with only 30 minutes left for Animus Victoria to pull out at least 4 wins.
We just see Red gonna go choke. He's gonna pick up that pack, and he's got pretty much the full health. and play this mid really passively. Just gonna get across point. They have a soldier coming in though. It looks like he is gonna be able to pick him up. Kent's gonna pick up the kill on red. Oh, but James Shock is gonna come in from behind and pick up blue. Valkyrie is already out of this mid though. Looks like Animus is gonna be able to pick it up. And the Ubers are actually gonna be Blacky Monster's building his advantage. Valkyrie didn't have anyone to heal with for a while. And it looks like there's gonna be Smile and Valkyrie. They're already going up top there, assuming the defensive position.
Antoine now, or Kraka, sorry, working his way through the choke point. Does spot out the soldier, and we do see Fearless getting onto the point, but gets a nice little mini air shot. Two air shot, or no, that was just a rocket splash in the general vicinity, as they are going to try and get some cat time. But now it's all up to Smile, who gets a nice little pick there, jumping in really aggressively. And there is one scout in, that was Bunny Monster, who picked up red, was taken out. So it's 2 down for Animus Victoria. But with red down, no demo. It's going to be rough. As we do see, actually, Asian Rice Guy is already on the point, getting a little aggressive, 12 HP. Going to get taken out by the spam rocket from Ken. As Force does come out from Antoine, who's going to sneak into the drop down. Oh, can he make it out? Oh,
Antoine was hiding on their second. Like, I don't know what happened. He came in through choke and just kind of forced the combo while they were looking at him. I don't know where he was. I think he was on blue second or whatever, but anyway, the Force is going to come in. Fearless is going to go down, but he's going to be able to get the Uber out of Valkyrie. Lucky's going to have about a 30% advantage here. Scout's coming in from behind, though. Bunny wants to try to get something done. He's not going to be able to pick it up, though. Jim Shock is going to bomb it. He isn't going to be able to pick up the frag. And numbers are fairly even. Looks like, yeah, numbers are even right now. Bunny Monster's going to come up soon, and that's just kind of like even out, really. I'm kind of scrambled right now. I don't know. Antoine, I don't know where Antoine was. I don't know what happened. But he got in somehow and got that Force. But Black is going to have his Uber.
To choke.
Oh, the soldier! Oh! The soldier's going to drop Black. Yeah, actually, I don't think it was a drop. I think he was like at 99%. But that was huge from Smile. And Valkyrie's going to have a 75% advantage. They are going to be able to pick up the second, though, it looks like. Asian Rice Guy wants to challenge it, though, but they're not going to even get it. But,
I want to see James Shaka take this Uber here, as he is ready to go. Hopefully they don't use here. They do need a cap, and he is going to start working his way to the big door as his scouts are going to take the point. Now it's James Shaka, not with the buff, but calling out the enemy position. He does see they're all playing around the choke between the point, and now it's up to red to push with their advantage. Come on, Seendio.
Yeah, looks like they're going in through big door right now. We're going to have the Spearhead coming out, going to be Smile. They're just going straight through choke. Soldier's going to come in, he's going to force the early pop from Valkyrie. They're all going to be squeezed into this choke. And Fearless is going to go down, but it looks like Seendio's going to be able to pick this up pretty easily. They didn't really get anything done with that. They just pushed them out in the second, and Blacky Monster's going to have about an advantage. About a 50% advantage. So they should just be able to push straight back in once Fearless comes back up.
There's a fight with Asian Rice Guy in this lower area. Kraken and Fearless are going to be holding the big door area for their team, Animus Victoria. As Asian Rice Guy gets a little caught out now. 46 HP as James Shaka went for the jump, and Ken was able to protect his medic. There is an advantage, about 40% now, as they start working their way through choke. Bunny Monster starts clearing some traps, but there is one sticky trap that is, unable to connect with anything. And Asian Rice Guy is going to go down from Bunny Monster's aggression in big door. That's going to be a free cap. If they hurry, they can actually... No, it would take forever. The distance is too far. They actually working their way through big door, I think.
An incredibly clean push there from Animus. They just picked up who they needed to. They didn't force. They didn't go in. Blacky Monster playing with that mouse to steal. They're in big door. They're ready to do this. And Kraka's coming in. He's trying to do as much damage as possible. He is going to do enough for Fearless to pick off Hi, I'm Red, aka Red, aka the blue demo.
Red, aka blue, aka red, aka blue.
The Ubers are going to come
Bunny
out,
Monster's
though,
actually behind right now.
Smile is going to pick off bottom damage. Bunny Monster in on Asian Rice Guy. He's going to be able to go to... I don't think he knows he's on the med either. Valkyrie barely dodging the damage, though. And Kraka is hiding in choke. In someone's choke. I think it's in blue choke.
That is the blue choke.
He is playing spooky.
Spooky Scout. As we do see, Fearless is playing above the big door. A little cheeky garage ledge right above the door. There's no one coming big door, so he's not going to be seeing any action anytime soon. He does actually see Asian Rice Guy kind of peeking a little bit as the rest of his team calls it out. Fearless is going to take this buff. Start working his way through. He did notice that there was a lot of damage on Antoine, but Antoine's fully fine. And now it's actually Red pushing in. This is Seendio taking the point for free through choke. And now it's up to the Ken to come in, try and do some damage. Does crater, and actually it was Valkyrie who went down. from Kraka, who picked up red as well. And Kraka's still alive, fighting the point with a decent buff. So as he's trying to stop the point, does pick up his 3rd kill on this round. Gonna grab a 4th on Asian Rice Guy. It's up to Kraka now to make it a 5th. Oh, but the cap does go out as Antoine does pick up the very last damage needed to kill Blackie Monster. This is gonna pick off that.
6 HP combined on the cappers there for Animus. That was the clutchest play I've ever seen. In fact, Red is gonna be able to snipe out Kraka's 2 health, and they are gonna be able to pick up the cap at least. But that's gotta be heartbreaking. Kraka being able to LTM 3 people and then just dying to a random stick at 2 health. 4 people actually.
Yeah. 4 people, 2 health. Easy.
4 people,
game.
2 health, and then dies to a random sticky. Anyway, Valkyrie's gonna be sitting on about a 30% advantage right now. And it looks like they're already starting to push in through choke, but they really don't have the Uber to back it up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fearless is actually, I think Fearless is on Roam right now because he's hiding up above on choke.
Yeah, they're just throwing everything around. They
playing
there's no labels when it comes to playing the game. You just play the game. Pocket, roamer, it's all the same. Oh sure, I'll demo for the first 2 rounds of this second best of 2. As Asian Rice Guy does
from the choke, but he's gonna get
Blue.
Taken out by Antoine, and Animus is just holding in the river right now. They did get the force out of Valkyrie though, so that was, I don't know who did that, but that was pretty nice. And it looks like Animus is actually gonna back out to last here, and we see Smile already. He's in river. Oh, they do see him though. Looks like he wanted to do some sneaky water play, but they're gonna get the heavy up as well. Playing Pro Lander, Bunny on heavy. Assuming crack on sniper soon, but they actually have the advantage, so I doubt it.
Yeah, with this advantage, they start working their way into the point.
Blackie's gonna
Valkyrie is sitting really close to the staircase as the force does finally come out, and Ken is gonna grab up on red, and there's no stickies to surf, so he's just gonna jump in, try and get some damage onto Antoine. Really good damage onto Antoine, but Antoine surviving with 6 HP just before cratering, and it's actually up to Ken, or James Shaka, who picked up blue, as Blackie Monster now makes his way to the point. They're gonna start the cap, hopefully get this off before the cap, or the spawn from red, as red does get the forward spawn. So now they're gonna have a demo to defend the second point, as he gives up a choke, getting ready to fight. But we do see Bunny Monster and the scouts are working their way to this elbow, and it's up to some kind of exchange here. Now they're gonna back off and reset.
You gotta think at this point that the time factor is starting to come in. I mean, we're already in the second half, and Seendio's up 3-zip. So they gotta do something quick to get these 3 rounds. And Blackie Monster's sitting here with about 70%. Bucky's gonna have his, but Blackie Monster's far back enough away that he can just, yeah, he's just gonna go back up into the lobby, get his Uber. Force came out from Valkyrie, so he's gonna be safe. And it looks like they're probably gonna be able to stop second with this as well if they want to. Yeah, Fearless is coming in from the top. He's actually gonna pick up Valkyrie, and Smile's gonna go down too. Crisp rockets, they're gonna force, but they need to stop the point right now. James Shaka is actually in behind in lobby. He's gonna pick up the scout here, but he just gets the scout. But that's 5 down for Seendio right now. It's just Antoine alive. He's hiding in second. He's gonna get the back cap. Oh, but he gets spotted out by Fearless, and that was a segmented wipe there from Seendio. And I think Animus heard my calls because they are definitely playing a lot better now. They're taking this aggression all the way to the bank. Bunny Monster already in. He's gonna spot out the soldier jumping in for the bomb. He's gonna get nothing done, and they're gonna be able to pick up second from this too. Soldier already in river. Fearless is playing so aggro right now. He's in river. He's fighting with the soldier who has no buff. He could jump him if he wanted to.
And we're now transitioning into the next segment where we're gonna see the famed, the legendary Goalie Wash Last with even Ubers.
But we do have we've seen the Pearl Lander coming out. Asian Rice Guy on heavy, Antoine on sniper. They are gonna just wait this out. Fearless actually on 35 health. I have no idea what hurt him, but maybe see a sack coming out from Animus. And look, oh, actually, they're gonna pop straight in. They know they're running low on time. They know they can't just wait. Force is gonna come out. They're gonna be able to hook up Asian Rice Guy though, and Bloody Monster's on point. They're getting a lot of time on this point right now. Can they get it actually? Smile's gonna go down. It's just Bunny Monster in the back. He's just destroying everyone right now. And I think he can get it. It's just James Shaka and red. And no spawns. Asian Rice Guy's gonna come in now. It's just red by himself, really just defending this point. He's got stickies all over it. Blue's gonna come in on him though. Can he get it? It's just blue and bottom damage. And no, they're not gonna be able to pick up that last.
That was 100% Animus Victorious' play. There was a misplay by Valkyrie who was unable to save his heavy as Asian Rice Guy, or not Asian Rice Guy, one of the scouts, I want to say Kraka, went straight for the heavy and was able to pick him up really quickly, as we are going to take the second point really quickly. Red picking up Fearless, which means they can start working their way with this one-man advantage. But that was just a misplay on Valkyrie, not able to defend their heavy. And even despite that, they were able to save the round with the help of Asian Rice Guy and Blue, staying alive pretty much the entire end of that fight.
Yeah, Red was just sitting on point. He was defending that point by himself. He just had a ring of stickies around him. He was just daring people to come, and nobody did. Blue tried to challenge him at the end, but he eventually got cleaned up by the scout. So that was a nice hold by Seendio. And in fact, Blackie Monster's going to eat spam until he's 15 health. He's going to back up into the pack, though. But Valkyrie's on a full Uber advantage, and they're taking this in. They actually get the pop. Fearless is going to force him. They're going to be able to take mid with this, but Blackie is safely out. He's way back in choke. They're building this. They want to get this as soon as possible.
Actually, Ken is calling already to go through the point. He is kind of peeking just a little bit. He looked like he was ready to commit, but the Uber advantage is only about 60-55. So hopefully Ken and his medic can start working their way in soon. Blackie Monster kind of playing really long-leashed when it comes to healing his pocket, who is Ken just like, hey, let's go. I'm clearing stickies. I'm ready to go. They are getting buffed up, and Bunny Monster's going to join the fight as Smile goes down from Crack on the flank. So now it's a free point, hopefully. Hopefully don't get forced. James Shaka does go down from Blue, and that's a full Uber advantage, and they're going to take point for free. If they can go aggressive right now, Ken's already leading the charge. They can start taking second with Uber and take out the Med Valkyrie.
Excellent Uber save by Blackie. He got jumped by that soldier, but he surfed effortlessly in the elbow, and he was like, come get me, I dare you. And they're going to pick up Red too, and this is looking excellent for Blackie Monster and company. Have this full Uber. And in fact, Crack is going to drop Valkyrie on the Uber saw. This is it. This is what they need right now. This is the momentum. It's two soldiers in River and Antoine on a spawn. They pick up Smile. They're going to come in with this Uber. They need to get on this point right now. They're sticking off spawns. This is looking like such a coordinated play, and they're going to be able to pick up their first round. Off the back of Kraka's incredible drop on Valkyrie. He saw him in River, and Valkyrie actually got the saw on him, but he just got the double meat shot. And that's going to be 3-1 with 17:40 left in this half. This is still a game.
Yeah, 3-1. Seendio still leading. It's up to Animus Victoria to take this as we're going to look at Blue, who is waiting for the drop down jump. And he gets it right away. James Shaka goes down. He's going to start throwing some pipes over to the flank, or to the choke point. And it's going to start initiating on this, but actually, Antoine's just like, hey, I'm going to meat shot you. Blue did pick up Valkyrie just before dying, and now it's up to Red, who is meeting up with Smile.
They don't know Fearless is there.
Ooh, nice pipe.
And Red nice pulling out the taunt.
Time has been added.
And there goes the cap. So now, even though both medics traded, there is looking to be not really much of an advantage at all. Both medics are just now spawning and healing, but Seendio is going to take this second point pretty much uncontested. As actually Blue, or is that Blue?
Bunny Monster is in on Valkyrie. He was hiding above the point. I mean, above Big Door. Can he get it? He's not going to be able to get it. Bunny Monster is actually going to go down to Antoine. But it looks like Animus is going to be able to hold this somehow. I don't know. It looks like Valkyrie was just pushed out of Big Door too hard. And they're just going to stay content to hold mid. Bunny Monster was hiding above. He was on the ledge in Big Door where you see Romer's hide, but he was a scout and he was just hiding there. I think it was the Romer he could have gotten. It would just been way easier for Romer to be hiding there. But things will happen.
With that pick on Blackie Monster, they are going to start working their way through choke with a 70 advantage, 80 advantage, which means, hey, let's try and force them. But no, Ken's sitting at Shutter. There's a nice sticky trap that was able to pick up James Shaka, but Red's getting aggressive, pressuring out that demo, who is now on the back end, getting out of River, and Antoine's actually all the way in. Or no, I'm looking at the wrong colors. Thanks, HUD.
Fearless is hiding in. Fearless is hiding in elbow, what he got called up by Asian Rice Guy. So that's gonna be a late pick. Fearless is actually gonna pop in right now. Antoine goes down early though. Blackie Monster's on 60%, and if it looks like he's gonna be able to get this too. And yeah, they're gonna force Seendio right out. Bunny Monster's actually really hurt though. He could die to some spam. But that was a nice defense there on the Uber from Animus, and they're gonna have a full Uber advantage to go straight back in. So
here's the problem with the solo Uber. You only have one person shooting.
Yeah,
that's pretty much all I saw in that Uber. There was two persons involved, but it whittled down into a single Uber, and that was not enough to get any kind of pick there.
Go to James Shaka. Go to James Shaka. Go to James Shaka. He is in the spot. The spot. He's dropping. He sees. He's gonna stop on the point. Can he get these scouts? He's gonna force him out, and he's gonna pick up Bunny Monster as well. They have no idea where he came from.
The back cap
we actually have a back cap,
Antoine.
but it's gonna get denied. Blue, Asian Rice Guy picks up Blackie and Blue by himself to get the 4th round for Seendio. And that has to be a major downer for Animus right now. That was their play. They were already safely at last. They could have easily gotten him, but Asian Rice Guy just flexed all over them. And that's going to be 4-1. And this is looking decently hard for Animus to surmount right now. Blue is in choke, but he's going to get taken down by Red. You have Smile going to collapse in on this roamer. They're going to pick up Asian Rice Guy, but that's pretty much it. Animus is already out.
Fearless is now getting into a little fight in drop down. Smile going to collect onto that. Blackie Monster is out with Bunny Monster. They're going to start building on their way out, as they are. Actually, James Shaka's on the chase here. He's going to get some nice damage onto Bunny Monster and trade with him. So that's a very favorable exchange. Bunny Monster down means that they're going to be waiting for that respawn and, you know, roam for a scout. That's a decent trade.
And yeah, Animus is already back up at last, but we are going to see even Ubers, even numbers right now too. Surprised to see no off-classes. Extra, you have James Shaka on Spy. I gotta see this. I'll keep you updates on James Shaka Spy exploits. This is the winning.
I'm already on him too.
We're
gonna go into the we're gonna go into the French cam right here as we see. Oh.
He's got him, and he drops Blackie again, and he's gonna get the surf. He's gonna get out. No. But Valkyrie's in last with his full Uber. He gets piped, but he's gonna be able to get it anyway. He's gonna pick off Blue, and Crack is gonna get on too. And this is looking hopeless for Animus Victoria. And off the back of the Spy play, that's gonna be Seendio picking it up 5-1. And what a turnabout from Sunshine. I mean, they were both equally stalemated, but it looked like Seendio just came out a lot stronger. I think.
And this one, there was no contest. It was all Seendio. Gonna refresh the stats here.
Animus thrives off of momentum, and they just couldn't seem to get it going. Every time they got a good play, it just got counteracted by something else happening.
Exactly. All right, before we go anywhere on the numbers, can you predict who in this match, without looking, did 359 damage per minute and broke 10,000 damage in that round, in that game? So looking at the stats, who do you think?
I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at my wall.
Okay.
Smile.
Who did it? Smile was 10,000 damage, 359 damage per minute, 32 kills, 13 deaths. Smile had the least deaths aside from his medic in that entire game. Most frags, most damage, subsequently the most heals.
Kent was not far behind him though. Kent with 321 DPM.
Mm-hmm.
I think
just shot the 10,000 number.
Blue and Fearless's damage were affected though, because they kept swapping. I don't think it's true representative of what Blue could have done if he was on demo, or what would have done if they were on demo the whole game.
Exactly. So we do see Blue is at the bottom of the scoreboard. Unfortunate.
Rip. But we say fond farewell to Animus Victoria. I think if they would have got to Gillywash, they could have definitely taken it. But as it stands, they are knocked out, and we're going to see Granary. Thank you very much. I am in far off distant realms, but we all have to bid a fond farewell to Animus Victoria and say hello to Seendio as they go to in the Open Grand Finals against the winner of Face Monster and Billister. And I do not know who that is. I think that may actually be still going.
Possibly. I'm gonna go ahead and.
They are on the second map.
Mm-hmm. Righto. But yeah, just going back to the stats about this match. 5,000 damage difference, 30 kills difference. That was what led Seendio over Animus Victoria. And I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. I think a lot of that was Blackie Monster. Blackie Monster just didn't have that. I'm being hard on him because I could tell by the body language. Everything about his body language said he didn't want to play. Said he was making all kind of mistakes where he would just kind of throw himself into death intentionally. So I'm just gonna point it out. That's what I saw a lot of the time. Everyone else was doing excellent. Krako was really superb when it came to coming in and cracking down when the time came, and everyone else was doing excellent. Fearless, Ken, Blue was all right, I guess, and Bunny Monster. All of them were playing excellent. But Blackie Monster, he was just not feeling it. I could tell. So with that, I think we're done here tonight. That was looking like a really good game, first round, and unfortunately it fell off towards the end with that unfortunate game, 5-1, going into a quick 2 halves. Any final thoughts, Flatline? Any shoutouts?
Shout out to Dolphin Rider for being Dolphin Rider.
All right. I'm gonna just quickly throw a shout out to Cat Groove, the hacker. Congratulations on being vacked.
Great job.
Thank you all for watching us. This has been an EVL TV production. Catch us around in the next week or so when we cover the grand finals of Open, I believe, and potentially the grand finals of Intermediate. So look forward to that. I'm Ro, and Flatline
Hi.
is joining me. So have a good night, everyone, and drive safe.
Don't watch this one.